fantastic contest that is going to be. That is going to be the biggest match of the tournament so far. Not only does someone go home, but someone that was a realistic winner of this tournament will go home. I don't think it's too unfair to say that it'll be one of the biggest nations so far being sent home. So obviously we've got the current European champions with Portugal, obviously CR7, Cristiano Ronaldo, much loved around the world, taking on Belgium with Lukaku. Belgium, who are the number 1 ranked team in the world. So we've got the current European champions taking on the number 1 ranked team in the world. So that is a massive match. So very much looking forward to that. Before we get to that, of course, we do have Netherlands versus the Czech Republic. And a lot of people might look at this as just a pretty standard match. You know, it's just going to be a walk in the park for the Netherlands. And it could be. It absolutely could be. But I think the Czech Republic have the potential to cause some real problems. They actually beat England in the qualifying. So the Czech Republic have definitely got the ability to cause some damage. The Czech Republic have definitely got the firepower to get goals. They've got one of the best goal scorers in the tournament so far with Schick. So Schick, I think, is on about 3 goals. And he is right up there for the Golden Boot. So if they can get the ball into Schick, he can do, what he's been doing all tournament, put the ball away, get a goal. They could then sit back, defend. They could frustrate the Netherlands. The other thing about the Netherlands as well, defensively, they've not looked that amazing. They've looked a little bit susceptible at the back. We saw them concede 2 goals against the Ukraine in the first game. And even in their other games, they've looked a little bit wobbly at times. Now, they have managed to keep clean sheets. So it seems like they have at least tightened up a little. But make no mistake about it, the Czech Republic are going to go all out here. Obviously, they're fighting to stay into this tournament. They've got some serious firepower, as we said. And they really could prove a problem. Who thought that we would see Italy and Austria go to extra time yesterday? I personally didn't think that we was going to see that. So it shows that, these teams on their day can cause damage. I still think that Netherlands get through. I still think that Netherlands have got too much. I still think that if we go to extra time, if we need to go to penalties, if it's going to come down to the strength of the bench and the subs that are coming on, it's Netherlands all day long. So I do think that Netherlands should be able to get the job done here, but I don't know that I'm expecting this to be 5-0 or anything along those lines. If it is going to be that'll be a real statement sent by the Netherlands, and that will really get the world woken up, basically, to the fact that the Netherlands are here, who have quietly gone about their business. I mean, going forward, they have been absolutely irresistible. Depay has been one of the best strikers in the tournament. Wijnaldum might be the best player in this tournament. I think Wijnaldum has just been absolutely fantastic. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them compete and seeing them in action. And yeah, it's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. Jack says, I think Czechs might win 1-0. LSW said, I'm going to go with Netherlands 2-1. Austin, shout out to you, says Netherlands are going to win. No surprise from Austin there, who has supported the Netherlands all throughout this tournament. I do think the Netherlands will win. I mean, as we said, they've got Depay, who has been fantastic. There's quite a few strikers that are kind of misfiring at these championships. You look at the likes of Mbappe, you look at the likes of Harry Kane, of course, and they just aren't quite getting the job done, like, for different reasons. Mbappe's getting the service, but just, missing chance after chance after chance. He must be very frustrated. With Kane, it's a bit different. He has missed a couple of chances, but by and large, he's not had many chances. So, different reasons as to what's going on with different strikers. But there's no denying that the Czech Republic have put away their chances. As we said, Schick, one of the Golden Boot contenders, and also we've got Depay as well, who is right up there. I'm just having a look at their qualifying. The Netherlands, they played 8, won 6, drew 1 and lost 1. They scored 24 goals and conceded 7. Their top goal scorer in qualifying was Wijnaldum. So Wijnaldum was the top goal scorer. They had some pretty impressive results as well. Beating the likes of Germany 4-2 in qualifying. Their only loss came to Germany in a very close game where they lost 3-2. So, they beat the likes of Northern Ireland and Belarus and Estonia. Kind of games that you would imagine them to win. But they did so very convincingly. Beating Estonia like 5-0, for example. So there's goals in this Netherlands team, but you can get at them as well. So I think it's going to make for a really fun game. I really do. I think that the Czech Republic is one of those annoying teams that no one really talks about before the tournament, but you've always got to be careful of them. A little bit in a way like Denmark. No one talks about them before the tournament, but they've got some players, and you need to be careful. WWE Central, shout out to you, said, "Hi, this is WWE Central's auntie. Can we go on a date? Maybe I can tickle your hands, if you know what I mean." I'm afraid I'm off the dating scene. I've decided that that's just not the way forward. What with the Olympics coming up, I'm going to be skipping all of that. So I'm sorry, WWE Central's auntie, but you're going to have to find a different YouTuber to try and woo. Yeah, because it ain't going to work with this guy. Shout out to you, WWE Central auntie. Richard, shout out to you. Hope you are well. Some Solution says Netherlands. What is your Portugal-Belgium score prediction? Well, it's such a close game that I can't even remember who I predicted. It's such a close game. I can't remember which way I went, to be honest. I think I went with Portugal, I think I went with Portugal because I think that Portugal have got the ability to take it to penalties, and I could see Portugal winning on penalties. I kind of think that Portugal will concede goals, and I think De Bruyne could carve Portugal up, absolutely. De Bruyne and Lukaku could absolutely carve Portugal up, but I just don't know. The problem is they've got Ronaldo, and if Ronaldo is going to be at his influential best, then I think that Portugal have always got a chance to get it back into the game. So I'm thinking that it's going to be a draw at full time. I'm thinking it's going to be a draw, go into extra time. Does someone find a moment in extra time to clinch the winner? And if so, it could really go either way. But honestly, that could be our first penalties. I know it's a bit of a cop-out answer because both teams are so close. It's so easy to say penalties. But what I'm not doing is I'm not saying, it's a Belgium win. I've seen a lot of people saying that it's Belgium. I think Belgium probably going in as favourites. But I really think that it's closer than that. I don't feel comfortable saying that it's a straight Belgium win. So I think that this could have penalties written all over it. I just think that Ronaldo has been, very, very influential. He's the top goal scorer in the tournament so far. So they have been able to involve him in the games, and he has been able to stamp his influence on the games. And it's not as if time has passed him by. Like Ronaldo, okay, a lot of those goals have been penalties, but his movement still looks fantastic. He's still, pulling players all over the pitch and creating space, and, that space has freed up the likes of Jota. We've seen Jota really left unmarked because all the focus is on Ronaldo. And honestly, Jota is a fantastic player, so you really don't want to be leaving someone like Jota unmarked with the ball playing across, and we've seen Jota get some joy from that in this tournament. So I kind of feel that Portugal are going to ask a lot of questions of that Belgium defence. It's an aging Belgium defence, and it's a defence that we've seen when it's put under pressure can wobble a little bit. And think of the pressure that Ronaldo is going to put under it. So I can't wait for that game. I think it's going to be tactically so interesting to see how both sides set up, because I don't think either side's going to go defensive. I mean, when I think of Belgium, I think they're solid with some really creative players. You know, I think of the likes of Hazard and De Bruyne. Obviously, Lukaku up front, Tielemans. I mean, what a player Tielemans is. We haven't even been speaking about Tielemans, but a lot of people before the tournament thought that he could be one of the breakout stars, but he hasn't really stolen the headlines yet. But the thing with Belgium is they're just dripping with talent. So I can totally understand why people think Belgium win, but I just think if Portugal get their game plan right, they could easily win this match. So I could see them sort of cancelling each other out and the game going to penalties. It's so hard, though, because you just don't quite know how either side's going to turn up. It's a little bit like England-Germany. Like, I think Germany probably go into that game as favourite. I think just because of their performance against Portugal, they looked irresistible, whereas England haven't shown that they're that level. They haven't shown that quality. So we go into the game with, like, a lot of unknowns. We kind of know that England can step up several gears. We also know that Germany are capable of that performance that we saw against Portugal. So it makes Tuesday's game, like, absolutely fascinating. So I feel confident that England are going to get that done, by the way. Obviously not fantastically confident. I'm not saying it's 100%. I'm just saying that I really think that Gareth Southgate is going to prepare the team. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better preparation for Tuesday for England. They're based at St George's Park. They have video analyses and, like, you know, loads of different suites where they can focus on different things. You know, literally anything they need is at St George's. And I just think that the build to the tournament, the fact it's at Wembley, the fact that it's going to be a vast majority of England fans, the fact that the capacity goes up to 40-odd thousand, the fact that we've not really got out of first gear, so, I mean, no one can be burnt out. Surely no one's burnt out. Surely they've still got, like, bags of energy. I mean, there's people like Sancho that just haven't played. I mean, I think he had 5 minutes against Czech Republic. So I kind of feel like, you know, there's several different ways that he can set the team up. I think the preparation's going to be really good. I think the atmosphere is going to be perfect. We've had about a week to prepare. I mean, he will have looked at France, Portugal, and Germany in the build to this tournament. He would have watched videos. You know, he's probably spent like a good few days on each team, if not longer. Knowing that, you know, if we win the group, we play one of those sides. He's probably done a bit of work on all of the teams in the tournament. I mean, if you was England manager, you would. I would spend, you know, a good couple of days on every team in case we face them. So not only that, he's got like massive support with the video analysis department that can, as we said, break down lots of stuff, find weaknesses. I've got confidence that whatever team he puts out there, he's putting out there for a specific reason. There's a plan in place. You know, we've kept clean sheets. We're not looking amazing, but honestly, if we win this thing without looking amazing, no one's gonna care. I'm not gonna care. If we win this thing, if we get to the final without looking amazing, I'm not bothered. I think for some reason we get a bit hung up on it's got to look amazing. We've got to look absolutely irresistible. But that's not true. We don't have to. We don't have to look like world beaters as long as you just grind out 1-0 wins. Ask Greece if they're bothered about how they played in 2004, but yet won the tournament. Greece. So, and they're one of the most negative teams. Like, they were just all-out defense, trying to catch teams on counters, and some really interesting videos you can watch about Greece actually in 2004. Because they just they had no stars, they had no star power. They just had this amazing collective, and you sort of wonder, are you seeing that in Denmark now? Sort of wonder, is that you know, a Denmark showing those signs? So obviously the winner of this will go on to face Denmark as well. So we know who the winner of this next match is going to go on to play. And I tell you, that is not an easy team. If you was to tell me now that Denmark would make it to the semi-finals, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I think Denmark on their day, and it looked like they were on their day against the Welsh. I think Denmark on their day could be a problem for anyone because their team unity and some of their play. I get that it wasn't a great Wales performance, but you can only beat what's in front of you, and they looked absolutely irresistible. And I do think against Finland they were shell-shocked. I think against Finland you just can't read into that game. So, do you look at the 4-1 against Russia? Do you look at the 4-0 against Wales as what Denmark are actually capable of doing? I mean, it's interesting. WWE Central said, in all seriousness, it was me. I think it's going to be 1-0 to the Czech Republic, says WWE Central. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Let me know in the chat, what do you think? Which way do you think it's going to go? Corey thinks it's going to be 2-1 to the Czechs. LSW says Denmark are possessed. They could absolutely make it deep into this tournament. Austin said Netherlands are the dark horses of the tournament. I wondered, actually, if it was going to be a case that it was Denmark that were actually the dark horses of the tournament. I did wonder that, because I do think that Denmark are very, very capable and have been very overlooked. But I think they're certainly not being overlooked now, because obviously everyone's talking about the Eriksson thing. They've got the support of the... I mean, the world is supporting Denmark. You've got to think that this is being beamed all over the world. If there's anyone in America that's a bit of a neutral, that's just, they don't have a sweepstakes, they don't have all this stuff, then I just kind of think that they are supporting Denmark, to be honest. Right, you can see the teams on screen, and you can see that Schick is up front. We've got, obviously, Souček as well, and Kufal in defence. So a couple of names that are probably recognisable to people. Obviously, England have faced this Czech Republic side 3 times now, twice in qualifying and once in the group stage. What I know about this Czech Republic team is that they're very well organised. They're difficult to break down, but once you do break through them, they can start to crumble. So they're going to be a very difficult team for the Netherlands to really score past. It really could be that it's, getting late on in this game before the first goal. We could see very much a repeat of Italy-Austria here. Make no mistake about it, Czech Republic have got some great players. This is a really good team. But, England, when they played them, they won 1-0, and that was it. England obviously played relatively conservatively, and I don't think that Netherlands will. In fact, we can look at the Netherlands team. You can see they're playing a 3-4-1-2. So we've got Wijnaldum, who's been absolutely fantastic in the number 10 role. And for me, he really has been a player of the tournament. We've got Depay up front as well, one of the top scorers in the tournament so far. Dumfries as well has been absolutely brilliant, number 22, really bombing up and down the flanks and really making a nuisance of himself. And obviously, De Ligt in the heart of defence. I was looking at his numbers, and his numbers actually are really strong. So even though defensively it looks like you can get at this Netherlands side, they do still have, some good players back there. And obviously they're missing Virgil van Dijk. If they had Virgil van Dijk, you could be looking at the team that would win this whole thing, to be honest. And you might still be looking at the team that wins this whole thing. If this Dutch team go on to win the Euros, I can't say I would be massively surprised. I think they've been really good during the group stage. They've been a pleasure to watch. And I really do think that they've got the firepower to cause anyone problems. Again, this is the knockout stage, says LSW. It is indeed. Someone goes home tonight. Mouldy Spoon said, Days, how are you? I think whoever wins tonight's game loses against Italy in the next round. Italy struggled yesterday, but they still look okay. Are you talking about the Belgium one. Do they go on to play Italy, do they? I honestly can't remember how that shakes out. Is it that the winner of Belgium, Portugal go on to play Italy? I know the winner of this will go on to play Denmark. Let me just have a look. 2020. Yeah, I mean, I honestly think that that's like maybe Italy's bad performance that they've managed to get out of the way. You know, I imagine that is it for them. They've had their bad performance now, and I would imagine that I'd be surprised if we get another repeat of that. What I want is the bracket. 2020 bracket. So, yeah, the winners of Belgium, Portugal do go on to face Italy. France, Switzerland will play the winner of Croatia, Spain. And obviously England, Germany will play the winner of Sweden and Ukraine. So we are getting through this tournament. We are definitely getting through this round of 16. So Italy will play either Belgium or Portugal. What a tasty match that's going to be. What a tasty, tasty match. WWE Central says Red Bull or Monster or Pepsi or Coke. What is the best? Well, I personally drink Coke Zero. I drink that just, throughout the day. I probably should switch to just water, to be honest. I don't think it does much good for me. But I do drink Coke Zero. And but like if I need a bit of energy and I'm on stream, I just tend to drink whatever I can get my hands on, which is usually for some reason Monster. And I don't really know why. It's just what's in the house. So yeah, I do drink Monster, but I would quite happily drink Red Bull. Just anything to give me energy. Do you know what I mean? Sarah, shout out to you. Hope you are well. Monica, shout out to you. Hope you are well. Miss Clown 1, shout out to you. I hope you are well. Dave in real life as well. Hope you are well. Other mother, hope you are well. Shout out to William Hensey. Hope you are well. Shout out to everyone that's joining us as we build towards this game. We're around about just over half an hour away. And we've been talking about, players to look out for, key players, how both teams have performed in their qualifying, how they've performed in the group stages. We was looking at some really, really interesting stats, and it would be good, actually, if I could try and find a way of getting those stats on screen, because we were looking at these during our round of 16 breakdown, and they're really, really interesting. So let's have a look, see if I can... I don't know if I'll be able to show them on screen. We've kind of got something. What we've got is definitely something. So let me have a little look. Yeah, so you can see the possession stats. So the possession, those are the teams that enjoy or have enjoyed the most possession, and amazingly, England in that bracket. I can tell you that when it comes to goals, Netherlands are currently third. Kind of joint second, actually, with 8 goals. Currently, Italy and Denmark have both scored the most with 9. But Netherlands are second with 8. So we know that Netherlands have got that firepower in them. When it comes to passing accuracy, Netherlands don't feature in there. But they do feature when it comes to goal attempts. One of the things you might notice here is that there's no Czech Republic. They're really not one of the top sides when it comes to goals, goal attempts, passing accuracy, all that kind of stuff. But it doesn't mean they're a bad side. It just means that they're pretty well-rounded. They're pretty well-rounded, and they're pretty solid, but just not really spectacular in any area. Like, you can get at their defence. They... aren't going to be smashing 5 goals past Netherlands, but they don't have to. Like, they only need to win it 1-0 or take it to penalties and hope to win it on penalties. So, the numbers definitely back up that Netherlands are a firm favourite. But you can see goal attempts, 87 goal attempts by Italy. Denmark with 77. I mean, Denmark's numbers are absolutely fantastic. Really, really are good. Tackles, you can see number of tackles made by the teams. But this is an interesting one. Balls recovered. So the Netherlands are actually third for balls recovered. So they've managed to get 155 balls back, and that actually puts them third again, though, behind Denmark. Really shows how hard Denmark are working. And the other stats that we've got, saves, Wales actually top for that with 18, and clean sheets. England and Italy both first for clean sheets in this tournament with 3, which is pretty impressive. If we go down and just have a quick look at player stats, we have got some player stats that we can have a little look at. Let me just make sure it's lined up. Not really lined up. You can see that this absolutely was not set up for this. So that is some player stats that we've got. You are looking at assists, and you can see that, again, Denmark top. Højbjerg is top with 3, but Malen is joint third or joint second with for the Netherlands. We've got speed, the quickest players, and Gakpo in there, number 4. We've also got distance covered. We've got shots on target. We've got passing accuracy, which is currently being topped by Reece James, unbelievably. But, yeah, I don't think there's going to be a great deal that we can see on here. The one thing, again, that's sticking out is I can't see any Czech Republic players on any of these stats. So if you want to look at the top stats for any aspect of the game, Czech Republic just do not feature, but there are a lot of Netherlands players around. So undeniable that Netherlands come into this as a firm favourite. Undeniable that their performances have been more eye-catching and they are a favourite to win this thing. But I still think that Czech Republic have got potential to cause some real problems here. So I am really looking forward to this game. I think it should be a little close encounter. I do think, though, that once Netherlands score, and I think they will score, I think the floodgates will be open for more. And it wouldn't surprise me if they score early, if they go on to dominate the game. So this could be 4-0 to the Netherlands. As soon as they score, we'll, first goal here, critical. Whoever gets the first goal, so important, because if the Czech Republic get the first goal, I think they can keep things tight. I think they can look to frustrate the Netherlands. I think they've got the ability to keep them out. If they've got a goal and something to defend, and they don't have to attack, and they don't have to stretch themselves, and they don't have to chase the game, that is going to be huge for the Czech Republic. But if Netherlands get the first goal, then I think it could be a massacre. JS17 said, it's been a while. How are things? What's your prediction for Belgium-Portugal? I think a draw, Belgium-Portugal, with potential penalties. Will this be Cristiano's last Euro match? Potentially international match? Hard to say. I think there's a chance he could be back at the next tournament, to be honest. He's someone that really looks after himself. There's going to have to be a real steep and quick decline in order for Cristiano to not make the next Euros, in my opinion. I think that, he's still the top scorer here. I think Cristiano, with his experience, you would probably still want him in your squad. Like, you would still want him in your squad as an impact player that you can bring off the bench if you need a winner with 10 minutes to go. Like, I find it hard to believe that Portugal won't have a place in their squad for him in 2024. That's only 3 years away, because don't forget 2020 was when this tournament was meant to happen. So we're already a year down the road towards the next Euros. So we're talking 3 years' time. I think at that point, Ronaldo will be 39. And make no mistake about it, that is old when it comes to football. Like, you do not see outfield players aged 39, but you don't see outfield players like Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, there's a reason why the world knows his name. Like, he is not cut from the same cloth as everyone else. He shuns things like Coke and drinks water, and he trains harder than anyone else and puts the work in. And, I could see him maybe not starting games at the next Euros, because I'm sure there will be a decline over the next few years. But I could definitely see him being a part of the squad. I think you would, depending on where he is, I think you would take him and potentially bring him on as an impact substitute. I mean, what an impact substitute to bring on. So, could it be his final? Absolutely. If Portugal go out, this could be the end of his journey at the Euros. But I really wouldn't be surprised to see him in 3 years' time. Whilst we're talking, we're just going over to St George's Park, where we've got Gareth Southgate. So they're asking about Mason Mount and Ben Chilwell, who are obviously self-isolating. He said it's been complicated. They've had to work on their own. Because we would want Mount. He would want Mount. They haven't been able to take part in any of the full team training sessions. Can you consider them? Yeah, I mean, he's not going to confirm that. It'll be interesting to know if we can have Mount, because Mount is someone that played in the first 2 games. He didn't play against the Czech Republic because of the coming into contact with Billy Gilmore. So, as a result, we were playing Jack Grealish in that number 10 role, which was fine. He did a good job, but I think against the Germans, he would want Mason Mount. He would definitely want Mason Mount. It's not the end of the world. England have got other options, but so far, this is all they're talking about. Can you confirm? Have they been able to train? Have they been able to train with the team? Are they available for selection? 28 minutes to go. 28 minutes to go, yeah. JS17 said, I think Cristiano will retire completely or after the next Euros or season after the next Euros. He'll be 39, turning 40 in February. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, his body will tell him, won't it? I just think that, I mean, maybe he wouldn't want to be an impact sub. You know, maybe if he can't start the games and influence them the way he would want, maybe that's the standard that he's set. Maybe he'd be like, you know, I don't want to take a place from a younger player. I don't want to be in a squad just to come on for 10 minutes and try to influence the game. Like, give that spot to someone that can do more than that. So, I don't know. He might turn around and retire from international football. So, it absolutely could be the final time we see Ronaldo at the Euros. Either way, you'll see him at the World Cup next year. I'm sure of that. So, it's not the last major tournament, international tournament, you'll see Ronaldo at. But I still think that there's a chance that in 3 years he goes as an impact sub. Who knows? No, Ronaldo might even start as an absolute beast. So they're asking Southgate, will we see England play with a bit more freedom, a bit more pace? I think we've had pace. Southgate says we don't say to the players, don't move the ball forward, don't play quickly, don't attack. So Southgate's saying that, you know, if you are a bit frustrated at seeing England going sideways, if you are frustrated at England looking a bit pedestrian, if you are frustrated with England not attacking, that's not come from him. He says that they're going to look to build on the solidity that they've shown so far. Considering going back to sleep, Monica, shout out to you. Southgate says defence, defence, defence. Williams, World Cup is going to be in Qatar, a place where equality doesn't exist. It's hilarious how the players do the knee thing and then just head to Qatar. Do you know, I don't know much about Qatar. I seriously don't know what their human rights is like or anything. It's not a country that I ever really hear much about. Amazingly, though, I remember they used to be in, I'm sure it was the first FIFA, because for the first FIFA, I don't think you could select clubs. I think you could only play internationals. So I think I always was England. So, but I remember the other nations you could play against. And I remember being young and seeing this country called Qatar. I thought it was like Qatar, or whatever. I couldn't quite get my head around how you pronounce it. But I remember, like, what country is this? I'd never heard of it. And in all honesty, I've still not heard much about it. It's like, I don't know. I know it's in, like, the Middle East. But I really don't know much about it. Hear a lot about corruption and FIFA and all that, so, you know. I understand that it's no Garden of Eden. I could see Cristiano playing at least 40, but retiring internationally after the next World Cup. I think he'll move clubs this season for a couple of seasons and then retire from sport. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, you could be right. You could be right. Right, so that's it with Southgate. Didn't really get anywhere. Didn't really expect any answers, to be honest, but there we go. Dave said, in the first FIFA game, you could stand in front of the keeper and score off his goal kick. Yes, you could, couldn't you? Oh my God, you're so right. You just had to position it right, and the keeper would kick it. It'd bounce off you and go in the goal. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Oh, I'd forgot about that, you know. I'd forgot that you could do that. You had to position it just right. You had to be right in front of him. But when he kicks it for a goal kick, it would bounce off you and go in. Yeah, man, that was good. I love that game, you know. It's one of my all-time favourite games, the first ever FIFA. I should be a FIFA streamer, but whilst everyone's doing FIFA 22, I'll do FIFA 94. I'll do FIFA International Soccer. Yeah, it was good. Days, did you see Eddie Kingston's promo after Dynamite last night? I didn't. Tell me about it. Talk to me. Tell me about it. I saw that Lomachenko won. I also saw that fight was like super late. Like, I think it finished about 6 in the morning. I was like, there's no way I was lasting. Yesterday's stream was a bit of a struggle. It was really difficult for me, because, like, during AEW in particular, I was starting to feel it a bit, because I hadn't eaten, and it was my own fault. I hadn't had anything to eat, I hadn't had any dinner or anything, so I literally got up, started streaming the football, and then you might remember that the football ended and we went straight into a UFC stream, so I pretty much went from, like, I don't know, got up at about 3:30 or something, and went straight through till, I don't know, when did AEW finish? I'm not sure, but I hadn't eaten, so I was just like, man, when people were asking, are you going to stick around for Lomachenko, it was like, no, there's no way, I've really got to go and have something to eat, so I could feel myself flagging anyway, but it was good, it was fun, appreciate everyone that joined us, and I thought it was a great match. I thought it was a really good way to end last night's stream with that Omega Jungle Boy match. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really, really good match. Not a 5-star match, but I would have given it like 4 stars. 4. If someone said it was a 4.25, I'd be like, I would be around that ballpark. Eddie just fired shots at WWE and praised AEW fans. Dave in Real Life said, still haven't watched AEW. Was it like Anyone Answers? Was it like Anyone Answers? Was it like Anyone Answers? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? What's this cryptic? Why are you trying to make me work out your cryptic messages? Bonkers said there's been 101 goals in this tournament and only 2 have been scored by England. I know. And have you heard? It's coming home. It's coming home. It comes home. It's on its way. We've scored 2 goals. That is huge. Basically what we've done is we've saved all our goals. We know that we could only score about 8 or so in this tournament, so we've only wasted 2 on the group stage. So we've probably got about another 6 goals in us. So, we'll beat the Germans 1-0, get to the semi-finals, win that 1-0, and then 6-0 in the final. Wonderful. Depay, Wijnaldum, and Schick each to have a shot on target would get you something like 33-1. Was that true? Wijnaldum, Depay, and Schick to all have a shot on target is about 33-1. I was asking if it was any good. Got you. Yeah, it was. Well, the main event was good. The rest of it was, no, not good. The rest of it was like, no. WWE Central says, you could eat your dinner as you're streaming. Who knows, you could be a mukbanger. I do not want that reputation, let me tell you. I am many things in this world, but I am not a mukbanger. Thank you very much. I think that's the new spicy burger at McDonald's, isn't it? The old mukbanger. James Chadwick says, Omega and Jungle Boy saved Dynamite last night. Yeah, it wasn't the best of shows. But, I don't know, this week's been a bit strange. I kind of feel like this week, a lot of the shows have been a bit, and then something saves them. I remember SmackDown was like, and then Edge came back. Do you know what I mean? It's like, whoa, and you end on a high. And I kind of remember, like, Dynamite, of course, was like, and then, we had a great main event. So I kind of feel like it's been a little theme this week. Diego, shout out to you. Monica, that is absolutely not my nickname. Austin said, Fun Fact Days is a mukbanger. Just awful. Awful. What an awful name. What an awful name. 23 goals have been scored between the 43rd and 60-minute mark. Correct. William said, these Euros are boring. We get to talk today about everything. Do you watch What Culture? No. I have nothing against What Culture. I've never watched them. I mean, I say never. I did watch a bit when the Cultaholic boys were over there. So, I used to watch King Ross. Thought he was fun. And that was it. I've never really watched the ups and downs, to be honest. Days in mukbanger life. This isn't a thing. I know you're trying to make it a thing. Mukbanger 316. Yeah. Days, who is your favourite Friends character? Mine is Chandler. What are we doing? I mean, like, is it favourite? I don't know. Chandler's good, but he's only good when he interacts with others. I'm not sure I'd want to watch a Chandler show on his own. I don't know if any of them on their own would work that well. Do you know, maybe Ross would work best on his own? If any of them were to have their own show, I've got a feeling Ross, for some reason, just, I don't know why, his show might be quite fun on its own. I think it's because he keeps getting himself into, like, really awkward situations. Do you remember the one with the leather pants? And he's trying to put the leather trousers on and he's getting himself into a mess. I kind of feel like if you was to base it on that, you could actually do some really good stuff with Ross. Chandler just comes in with, like, witty lines, and I think he's kind of more of a cast character. I couldn't see Chandler getting his own. It's difficult. I think if someone was to get their own show, I'd say Ross. If favourite character to watch in the show itself, yeah, probably Chandler. But if I, could have one round to go for dinner, it'd be Monica or Rachel, wouldn't it? I think we all know that. It'd be Monica or Rachel. I don't know which one. Both were wonderful. Wrestle with Andy said Joey had his own spin-off, but it got cancelled after 2 seasons. I did watch some of that spin-off, actually. It was all right. I don't think Joey is the right person to have his own spin-off. I can't say I was surprised that it got cancelled. It was all right. But I just think that if you was to base it on Ross with the leather pants where he gets himself into those kind of situations, I just think that the Ross character could have some really fun stuff. A lot of those awkward situations are what really make Frasier. You know, where Frasier, the episode builds up, and by the end he's just got, there's all these payoffs. So clever, Frasier. So clever. The way they build it throughout the episode, and then you've got all these payoffs happening at the same time. People walking in on people. And there's one where they go to like a country retreat, and I think Frasier's under the impression someone's got a crush on him, but they haven't. They've actually got a crush on someone else. But there is someone that's got a crush on Frasier, but he doesn't know it. And it's just this beautiful just mess of people trying to avoid people and people like feeling embarrassed, and the payoffs are brilliant. I could see Ross doing that. WWE Central said, when I see Rachel, my little friend rises. Well, it's good that you've got a little friend, WWE Central. That's nice. Is he called Austin 316? Frasier remains the Michael Jordan of spin-offs. Mukbang sounds so horrible. Definitely sounds like something you've engaged in, though, William, doesn't it? In all fairness, if someone told me, have you heard William's been arrested for mukbanging, I'd be like, oh, that is so him. That is so typically William. Frasier's coming back, says Tall Paul. That'll be class, man. I love Frasier. It might be my favourite show ever. Might be. It's definitely in my thoughts. Whenever I think of favourite shows, it's definitely in my thoughts. It easily in my top 10. Easy. Without even consideration, top 10. I just don't know if it's my favourite. Is mukbang an alcoholic drink? Yes. You're absolutely right. I mean, I was actually out at the weekend down the local pub, and I just got absolutely mukbanged off my face. I really did. I only had 2. I don't know what they were putting in. I think it must have been like industrial grade alcohol, because I had 2 and I was gone. I was absolutely mukbanged. Absolutely mukbanged. They won't sell it in the cities, you know, the mukbang. They won't sell it. Causes riots. So, yeah. Never has a hairdo changed so many families' lives than Rachel from Friends. Trying to come up with a pickup line using mukbang. I bet you are. Jamie said, what has been the most embarrassing moment in your life? Most embarrassing moment. That's a really good question. I'm trying to think. I mean, there's the one that I'll tell you, the one that comes to mind first, but I don't know if this is it. But it's the one that's coming to mind first, and it's where I was, because I used to do theatre studies, drama, right? I mean, that'll literally surprise no one that when I was at college, I studied theatre studies, drama, performing arts, all that kind of stuff, right? So and this is why when people have asked me before about like, oh, have you got any advice for me? I'm at school, and I have had that a few times. I've always said, make sure you know what you want to be when you grow up. That's the best advice to anyone. Make sure you know what you want to be when you grow up, because I left school not knowing what I wanted to do. I then went to college, and I studied theatre studies and performing arts because my friend was. True story. And I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I was like, well, I'll just go with him. So I ended up doing that because my friend did it. My friend then went to university to study it, but I didn't want to go to where he was going. So I then didn't know what I was going to do, and I was completely lost. So I ended up trying to audition for a really top drama school. It's one of those where if you get in, you're made for life kind of a thing. It's like if you get in here, anyone that comes out of this school goes straight into, big shows and all that. And I actually got a audition. They accepted me for an audition. And the nerves just got the better of me. And I can remember doing the piece in front of, must have been about 30 other top people. And I remember doing this piece and it just was completely going wrong. It's one of those where it went wrong at the start. And as soon as it started going wrong, I knew it was going wrong. And then, by the end, you're like, I just want this to end now. Because, I'm trying to remember lines and there's awkward pauses and the lines just are not coming. And I'm standing there in front of, 30, top people. And there's a panel of, these top teachers that train some of the best actors in the country. And they're looking at me as I'm just... I'm trying to hide the fact that I'm forgetting everything and that things are falling apart, but you can't really hide it, in all fairness. I think if things are going wrong and the pause starts to become awkward, so I would say that was one of the most embarrassing. I remember leaving that just thinking, this isn't the right path for me. It was enough to put me off doing that. And so, yeah, that was pretty bad. But I can't say I've really had anything worse than that. Bad Left Hook, hope you are well. Anna Dawes, shout out to you as well. So if you are just joining us, we are building towards what should be a really fun game between the Netherlands and the Czech Republic. We know that Schick is the main goal scorer for the Czech Republic, but they've got Souček as well, who plays for West Ham, and we haven't seen a great deal of him, to be honest. So he kind of needs to stamp his authority a little bit on this game because he's definitely got the ability to do it. He's definitely got the ability to, really get himself stuck in and really take this game by the scruff of the neck. So I'm looking for him to be a bit more involved. But we've got shots of both the teams, and there is Souček. Both teams are about to be emerging. We are 7 minutes away from this game beginning. WWE Central said, my most embarrassing moment was me and my mum were watching a movie and a scene came on. And for some reason my mum didn't turn it off. Oh, was it one of them scenes, was it? One of them scenes, one of those adult scenes. One where, I got you, mate. I got you. Perhaps your mum was in it. Did you think about that? Perhaps she was just admiring her work. Kyle Martin says, be right back. Going to eat pizza, not Austin's pizza. Never eat Austin's pizza. Right, both teams are waiting to emerge. And then we'll get the national anthems, and then we will be underway with this game. On screen, you have got... I don't even know what you're looking at on screen at the moment. You've got the Netherlands team. Quite a few people are going to have Netherlands players in their fantasy teams. I've certainly got a fair few in this. I've got the goalkeeper. I've got Wijnaldum. I've got Depay. I think I've got Dumfries as well. I didn't realise, but you can actually have more than 3 players in the knockout from the same team once you get to the knockout rounds, which I didn't realise. I just accidentally did it and then noticed after that it had saved. So I was like, oh. So you can have more than 3 players, because in the group stages you could only have 3 players from one team. So I've got, I've got the goalkeeper, I've got Dumfries, I've got Wijnaldum, I've got Depay. I don't have anyone from the Czech Republic, but I know a lot of people have probably got Schick. Some might have Souček. Some people might have got some of the defence, like as just some cheap players to chuck into the team. So, yeah, we've got both teams have emerged, and we're going to get national anthems. It is national anthem time. Let me know if you've got any players in your teams. Verstappen won by a mile. Hamilton finished second. Shout out to you. Austin said, I've got Depay, Wijnaldum, Dumfries. Why are you taking my players? I think everyone's going to have those, largely because they're the players that have done so well. So, yeah, I think these are the sort of players that will make up most teams. You was like Joey, says Tharuka. I was exactly like Joey. The keeper is on your bench. I think I brought him in, actually. I think I subbed him last night. I've got no one in my team, says Bonkers. I've got De Jong and Dumfries. Heather asks, is the game starting? It is about to start in 4 minutes' time. This is a full capacity crowd as well, by the way. Full capacity crowd. We are in Budapest. Look at that. And now we've got the Dutch anthem. That's what she said. I've got the Netherlands goalkeeper in my fantasy lineup, says Some Solution. Well, they could keep the Czech Republic out. It's going to be difficult. Czech Republic are definitely going to get chances. So, I'm looking forward to this. Obviously, this is just the warm-up for today. Our main game tonight, big game tonight, sees Lukaku and Ronaldo going at it face-to-face. Some of the fans are fantastic here, look. These guys in orange suits with black shirts and orange ties. Lots of people in the crowd dressed up. Full capacity crowd. In the Puskas Arena in Budapest. Thousands and thousands. Looks to be at least 30,000 there. Could be even more. I don't know what the capacity is at Puskas, actually. Let's have a look. Puskas Arena in Budapest. There is... Well, it's double, actually. It's 65, 67, but 65, so there must be 60-odd thousand there. Maybe it is the full 65, 67. Wijnaldum and Dumfries, says Gary. Austin said Netherlands 2-1, but I'm hoping for 3-1. Edward, shout out to you. Dave said, I hope that female reporter makes a return today. Oh, yeah, so do I. Are the Netherlands players your captain? I can't remember. Is the answer. Maybe. Depay might be my captain. Are you going to create a fantasy league for the Premier League? Yes. Yes, we're definitely doing that. I think people have really enjoyed the fantasy game. So even though we might not get tons of people join us, it doesn't matter, does it? We can still create that league and put it out there. So yeah, I think that'll be really fun. And you can pick your team now, actually, for the Premier League, the English Premier League, the EPL. If you was to search for Fantasy Premier League, you can actually sign up, free to sign up, and start picking your team. And the good thing is you can start doing it now, but the league doesn't start till August. So you got plenty of time to, pick players and find out about the teams. And obviously there's going to be lots of transfers as well this summer. So even if you pick a team now, there's a good chance the whole thing will change by the time the thing starts. But yeah, we will do that. Right, we're about to get underway. Anyway, the referee is about to get us started. Whoa. UEFA match official. I was looking at some of the stuff you can buy for Euro 2020. You can get a referee coin, which I'm guessing is the coin they use to decide who starts which end. You can actually buy the coin. Not one that gets actually used, but like a replica of the one they use. Because I've never really thought about it before. How do they, when they flip the coin, what coin are they using? In my mind, it was just one he had in his pocket. Isn't that weird? I've never really thought about it. But, yeah, apparently there must be like a special Euro 2020 coin they use. And honestly, it wouldn't surprise me to find out that they change the coin for each tournament and then they sell them as a way to make money. And also, it won't surprise you to find out if England win this tournament, I want everything that's related to Euro 2020. So I want one of them coins. Back post. Oh, Netherlands trying already, knocking on the door. Trying to whip a ball across. So, coming in at the back post. Was that Mallon, I think, was coming in. So, we are already up and running. As soon as we get the stats, I will put the stats on screen for you. So, Czech Republic playing the ball. How do I play the fantasy team? It sounds fun. WWE Central, you don't have to keep super chatting, my friend. You don't have to keep sending super chats. Just jot it in the thing. We'll keep an eye out. Oh, shot from distance and it goes wide. All you have to do is just search Fantasy Premier League. Fantasy Premier League, and that should do it. And as I said, you sign up. It's free to sign up. There's no fees, no hidden costs, nothing like this. I've been playing for years. It's such a clever thing as well because, like, I should imagine it costs a little bit of money to run it, of course, but they definitely make more money back by having people watch more games. Like, I watch more football because of the fantasy games. Like, I'm more invested in this game because I know I've got those players in my team. So I'm looking out for those players, and I'm looking for Depay to score. I want Wijnaldum to score, like, because they're in my team. And it's the same when it comes to the English Premier League as well. Like, I'll watch anything if it's on because there's a good chance I'll have a player in my fantasy team that I need to do well. So, makes sense. Makes the whole thing more engaging. It's a shame that they don't do, like, a wrestling one. A wrestling one would be awesome. Imagine that, like, you had 100 million, you bought 10 wrestlers, 100 million. If they make it on TV, you get a point. If they win a match, you get 3 points. Like, you could do something amazing with a wrestling fantasy game. I don't know why no one's ever made it. Ball into the centre. Playing it back. So, Czech Republic going down the right-hand side. You can get at this Netherlands team. And foul. Czech Republic go down. Are you setting up a league for us to join? Yeah, I can set up a league. Yep, absolutely. So the ball being passed about, and Netherlands have got it at the moment. Out to the right-hand side, trying to move into the centre. Switching the ball across. So Czech Republic doing well here. Enjoying a little bit of possession, and we might even have the stats now. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Right, I can put the stats on screen, which is good. I know people like those. I like those. Where are they? Okay, that's not worked. Let's find the right thing. There we go. So you can see at the moment, look, 65% possession for the Czech Republic, 35% for the Netherlands so far. But yeah, I saw people asking, will we set up a league? Yeah, we'll set up a league. I'm not really in a rush to do it, but as long as people have set up their teams, you can type in the league code at any point, and you'd be able to join. Even if the season had started, you'd be able to type in the league code, so there's no real rush to do that. You can set your teams up first. We'll probably get past this first to avoid confusion. We'll probably get past the Euros, and then we'll look at doing it. But I saw that people can go on and start picking their teams now. Dumfries is a good wing-back. So, 2 goals in the Euros so far, says Marcus. Yeah, brilliant. Absolute brilliant. But, when the pressure's on and there's wave after wave of attack, how do the Netherlands stand up to that? Because I don't think they've been tested in that manner. And when they were slightly put under pressure, they buckled against the Ukraine. That game ended 3-2. And the Ukraine kept coming back. Do you remember? I think it was like 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, ended 3-2. So if you keep putting them under pressure and keep attacking and keep being in and around the penalty area, they seem to buckle, the Netherlands. So I do worry about when they face a quality side like England. Set up a league. Aren't we in a league now? We're in a league for the Euros, but obviously the Euros will end, won't they? And the game will end. We're talking about when the new football season starts in England. Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea. There's a fantasy game for that. And as I said, I've been playing that for 2 years anyway, just on my own. But now that we've, introduced a few people to the fantasy game, and there's members in our community that play it anyway, then it's nothing to set up a league. I mean, I will play it anyway. I've played it for 2 years, so it makes no difference to me. Depay. Right, so goes out for a corner kick. So at the moment, Czechs with mad possession. 71%. But danger here for the Czechs. Corner for the Netherlands. It's 2-0 Netherlands. Then Ukraine made a comeback. And they got it to 2-2 from being 2-0. Ball whipped to the back. Headed. Oh! Shot. Oh! Netherlands trying. Either way, when they're put under pressure, they've shown that you can get at them. So, seeing them go up against... you need a team that's going to go at the Netherlands, really. A team that sit back is there for the taking for the Netherlands. But if you can attack them, if you can get at them, you can get at them. I'd be interested to see how they'd fare against someone like Portugal. Or Spain. Spain put on a lot of pressure. Spain's possession is crazy. Here come Czechs, but runs into Dumfries. Ball goes out. We should start Saka tomorrow. Saka would be a good option. I actually was reading Wayne Rooney was talking about what team to pick, and Wayne Rooney was saying that we should play 3 holding midfielders rather than the 2. He was saying that we need even more in defence when it comes to this taking on this German side. So he wants 3 holding midfielders. But then I think he was saying about playing Saka. Because, pace in our attack is going to be important, and Sterling and Saka would definitely bring that. Some lovely passing just in and around the Czech Republic half. Trying to clear it, and he does. And Netherlands back on the ball. Real tussle. I mean, that looked a little bit like a foul there, in all fairness. He had his arms all over De Jong. I am surprised that not more of our community have had fun with the name De Jong, to be honest. England not playing tomorrow. No, they're playing Tuesday. But I got the point. If they win, this Denmark will attack them. That's a good point. That's a good point. Denmark will get at them. Wow, let's see who goes through. There's normally a shock. There's normally a team that get eliminated that you don't quite expect, and obviously we know Iceland knocked England out. But he's going at him here, Depay. Depay down the right-hand side, ball into the penalty area, but well defended. That was great. That was great. Depay playing it back to Darun. And well defended. You've got to be so sure when you go in for a tackle in the penalty box. He did really well there. Right, corner to the Netherlands, who are really coming back into this now. Into the middle, defended, well, headed away. Schick heads it out for a Netherlands throw. Look at that sea of orange. There's a sea of red as well, in all fairness, where the Czech Republic fans are. It's just great to see a capacity crowd. It's just brilliant to see the stands full. Hear some noise and feel some energy. If that is full and that can hold 67,000, then there's more people there than will be at the final. The final will have 60,000. We've gone all the way back to the Netherlands defence at the moment. It's with the goalkeeper. Did you know that the Netherlands get offended if you call them Holland? Do they? I read an article saying that they're not bothered. They're just a bit confused because Holland actually is a region of the Netherlands. So we just got it wrong, really. But do they get offended? Maybe they do. I don't know. But I read that they got just a bit confused. The country is the Netherlands, but a region that I think it's the North region. Oh, that's good. Oh, beautiful tackle. Beautiful. Dumfries causing problems again in the penalty area. So it's a great ball. Look at this run. Bounces in front, heads it past the keeper, and he's going to struggle to score from there. I think he's trying to play the ball into the centre. Either way, he wins a corner. Depay taking it to the back post, but well defended by the Czech Republic and headed out. So we are seeing already 12 minutes in some really, really good football here. It is good defending. We've seen some really good defending by Czech Republic. It kind of catches his trailing leg, doesn't it? Which is really interesting. Headed away by Netherlands. Goes to the halfway line. Czech Republic on the ball. They're on the right-hand side. Ball into the middle. Goes back. Down the wing. Looking to whip it in. Whips it across. Back post. But no one there for the Czech Republic. So we're in Netherlands half. And the ball rolls out. Good play that by Dumfries. Good play. He is everywhere, isn't he? He's just been on the left-hand side attacking the goal. Now he's on the right-hand side defending his own goal. He's good. I'll feel better when Netherlands make a goal. Gregor says, I hope the Netherlands win. Days, you're about 40 seconds behind. That'll be YouTube. YouTube probably putting on about a 40-second delay or so. But I'm watching live, but on ITV in the UK. So, yeah, if there is a delay, it's probably that. I like Italy and Spain, says Gregor. James Chadwick said England women just beat Indian women by 8 wickets. Miss Clown 1, shout out to you. Sexy, man. Sexy. Ball playing forward. Beautiful. Into the penalty area. Lovely turn, but Malen winning a corner. I mean, look, Netherlands are knocking. They're not getting much in the way of shots and shots on target, but they're knocking and they're working and they're trying. Right, ball whipped in, headed away. Bouncing around. Oh, and wow, yeah, Czech Republic going. Playing it across. Oh, bad ball. Bad ball. That ball needed to be weighted better. So the Czech Republic had the ball on the right-hand side. There was a brilliant run in the centre. The way he plays it in, it's just got too much on it. And the Czech player just can't get onto the end of it. You kind of want someone like Beckham in that position. Can just like float it in and just weight it perfectly. But that had too much on it. And that was beautiful. If that ball had been better, that he was in. I couldn't see who it was, but Depay gets dispossessed. Czech Republic, though, asking some questions here. We've had 16 minutes gone. And at the moment, they're still winning the possession battle, 56-44, but Netherlands definitely seeing a lot of the ball right now. Seeing 4 lovely ladies look dressed up as angels. They've got gold dresses on. I think they're having a little drink as well. Don't blame them. Each one having a mukbanger into the centre and cleared by the Czech Republic. Best ever Czech player was Patrick Berger, says Dave in real life. Czech Republic reached the final of Euro 96, and which is, you know, what Dave's referencing. And, yeah, they've always been a team that can, you know, cause a problem. I feel very comfortable about them because England have faced them quite a bit recently, and we've done well against them, but they did beat England in qualifying. Czech Republic beat England 2-1 in qualifying. England did also beat them 5-0. I mean, I wanted to see England attack the Czech Republic. I felt that, you know, if you attack them, you can get at them. It's kind of interesting because both teams, I think, if you attack them, you can get at them. So we are seeing the Netherlands going at the Czechs, and the Czechs are having to defend for their lives. 18 minutes gone, and they are having to make some big clearances out of defence. Another ball whipped in from the left, cleared from the penalty area by the Czech Republic. The ball goes all the way back into the Netherlands' defence, but still no shots on target. Well, one shot on target. No shots on target. One shot. None on target for Netherlands. One shot on target for the Czech Republic. Didn't he play for Liverpool? Wijnaldum played for Liverpool. Who are we talking about? Berger. Come on, Czech Republic, says Corey. Come on, Netherlands, says Austin. Kyle said Netherlands almost scored. Well, still waiting for a shot on target. Both teams 0. 1 shot each. Still the possession stats show that Czech Republic are enjoying more of the ball. But if you was to have a heat map, if you was to see where the action's actually taking place, it's well into the Czech Republic half. We're not in and around the halfway line. We're not in the penalty area. We're just in between the two. And we're just seeing a foul on Netherlands player. Not much in it, but he certainly doesn't get the ball. This is a dangerous position. Just to the edge, just to the right-hand side of the penalty box. So Memphis Depay going to look to whip the ball in. Got Dumfries in the box. Wijnaldum in there as well. De Ligt is in there. Going to look to whip it in from Netherlands' right. Ball comes in. Not a great ball. Hits the first man. He headers it away. And it falls to De Jong. De Jong is trying to find a way of getting the ball back into that penalty area. Couldn't find a way. There it goes, back in. Headed out again. Lovely ball. Lovely ball. Look at that again. Look at how heavy that pass is. They do some great work cutting through, and then that final ball to play someone in, it's just always so heavy. It's another example there where they've just put too much on it and it's gone straight to the goalkeeper. Lovely ball over the top. We're on the right-hand side of the Dutch penalty area, trying to get at a ball in there. Czech have still got the ball. There we go. They're right on the edge of the box. Ball whipped in. Oh, put wide. Put wide. They finally got a ball in. It fell to Souček as well. I mean, that's a player that you don't mind seeing in and around that area, but he ends up heading it well wide. Days, did you hear Bad Habits by Ed Sheeran? I don't know. Probably. If it's on one of his old albums, probably. I used to work in an entertainment store, and those albums were just put on repeat all the time, so I've heard all of his old albums, but if it's on something recent, if it's like a new song, then no. Ball by the Dutch goalkeeper, Stekelberg. Bouncing around at the moment, this ball in and around the midfield. Everyone's heading it. Just bouncing all over the place. Bop, bop. Yeah, it's just that was up in the air for a good few minutes there, being headed around the midfield. But it finally falls to the feet of Van Arnold. Goes back to Blind. I'm excited for Portugal-Belgium. That game is going to be a good one. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Can't wait to see the tactics that those teams employ. We're seeing such an attacking mentality from the Netherlands here. It's fantastic to watch. I mean, just as they had the ball in the midfield, there was a line of about 5 or 6 players in a row, just right on the edge of that penalty box, ready for that ball to be played in. And there were so many options for the Netherlands there. Very dangerous going forward. Score a goal, please, Netherlands, says Austin. We are halfway through the half. Netherlands are going to win the Euros. Mark my words. Days, are your shirts still on Amazon? I honestly don't know, Wes. I honestly don't know. It's been a long time since I even spoke to the company that make them, to be honest. So, yeah, I don't know. I probably need to get some new merch sorted. Might get some mukbanger merch on the way. We've got a drinks break right now. They're just showing shots of the crowd. There's someone dressed as Fred Flintstone, orange with like black marks on. And there's the Czech Republic fans, look, making some noise. Great atmosphere inside this stadium. Absolutely fantastic atmosphere. Yeah, difficult. I didn't think this would be easy. Nearly 25 minutes gone. I'd say Netherlands look the better side. But still, no shots on target. We need New Day's merch. We do. Still need to make that Wrestling Escape Pod pillow as well. It's a great idea. Days, do you think Portugal can win the Euros? They absolutely could win the Euros. I don't think they will win the Euros, but they could win the Euros. They are certainly one of the teams. I mean, Ronaldo is still influencing games. I don't I think that they can be beaten, and we saw Germany do that. You know, we've seen Germany beat them. We've seen France hold them to a draw. But on their day, they can beat anyone in this tournament, absolutely. The only thing with Portugal is if they get a goal and they need to see out a game, I just don't know they've got that ability to, you know, park the bus. And that's not the worst thing in the world, you know, to be exciting and attacking and whatever. But if you get a goal and then a team is all over you, I just get the feeling they'll give a goal away. Nice header on. And Czech Republic trying to attack at the Netherlands. Ball goes back to the Netherlands defence. Don't forget, one team wins, one team goes home. Both of these teams are fighting to stay in this tournament. And we are also getting closer towards that massive, massive England-Germany game on Tuesday. We will be doing that game. I will be live so early. We won't just be starting an hour before. I mean, we normally start at least a couple of hours before, but there's so much to go through. I want to be live when the teams come through. I want to talk about all the rumours going into it. I want to talk about the tactics. You know, there's so much to go through when it comes to England, Germany. The history as well, and I mean that could be our final England Euro stream. England could get eliminated by Germany on Tuesday, so we've got to enjoy it whilst we can. Ball played into the penalty box here. We're in and around the Netherlands penalty area. The ball goes out. LSW, shout out to you. So it's going to be a throw-in to Czech Republic. Czech Republic playing the ball into the centre on the edge of the Dutch penalty area. 1, 2, 3. The 7 players back, but still Schick gets a shot off. And it's well saved. Deflected, actually. Goes all the way back to the Czech Republic goalkeeper. Nice long throw. We're just seeing a little spell here for the Czech Republic. So, Czech Republic, oh man, he's got acres of space. Bad ball. Some of these balls, are just bad. Just outright bad. They're getting themselves into some very interesting positions. They're making some very interesting runs. It's just some of these passes are not great from the Czech Republic. Yeah, there's a few whistles, few people wanting to see the teams get on with it. Both teams are sort of, I don't know, there's a bit of intensity that's gone out the game. I sort of feel like I'm watching England. You know, when England go through one of them spells where the intensity sort of just falls away. Kind of feels that way right now. Czech Republic had the ball. They couldn't really do a great deal with it. We did at least get a shot on target, though, with that save for the Dutch goalkeeper. Are they playing with a floater ball? What a tournament that would be. Imagine, for whatever reason, they have to play this tournament with a floater ball. That would be fantastic. God, what results would you get then? Goal kick by the Dutch goes out to the right-hand side. But Czech Republic managing to get a hold of it. Ball bouncing around midfield, and the Dutch get it back. And they're starting to break away now. So we've got De Jong on the ball. Very good midfielder, De Jong. Just keeps things nice and simple. But got a wonderful range of passing. Can see some fantastic opportunities to cut through defences. He's a great, great player. But there's definite frustration coming from the fans now, you know. Definite frustration as The Dutch are just struggling to get it out of the midfield area. I don't know if it's just a little bit more belief from the Czech Republic, but they're just doing a little bit better with the second balls right now. Yeah, this is a quieter period of the game. That's going to be a free kick, but we're continuing on. Here come the Dutch. Out to the right-hand side. This is looking quite good, but Czech Republic have got numbers back into the penalty area. And it's a great defensive mop-up again there. Some brilliant work here by Czech Republic, defending-wise. That was Kalas that did that, number 6. They should stick a giant logo on the middle of the pitch, says LSW. They never do that, actually. Never. I've never seen a football game where the logo's been painted on it. I think it must be against the rules. Ball into the centre, and again it gets knocked out by Kalas. Netherlands won the Euros in 88, so not true. Czech's defence is really good, says Nathaniel. Edward, shout out to you. Flip, that worried me for a second, says Austin. Czech Republic are doing some really... I mean, they're having to do, like, last-ditch defending. So, ideally, you would want the defence to be doing its job not right in the penalty area. You know, you wouldn't really want the Netherlands even getting this close. So, there's been a lot of last-ditch defending. But... even so, 32 minutes gone. It's still 0-0. Ball played in from a corner. Headed away by the Czech Republic. Shot comes in, but well wide. Shot came in by Van Arnold. We're just seeing some concerned Netherlands fans. Tell you what, I'll be quite happy if the Netherlands go out. England fans will be quite happy if the Netherlands go out. That would mean that the winner of England-Germany will go on to play either Sweden or Ukraine, and then after that, either Denmark or Czech Republic. That's how we would get to the final. Come on! Come on, Czech Republic! You've got to say that other than Germany, the other side that looks the most dangerous for England... maybe Denmark, but I wouldn't shed a tear for saying goodbye to the Netherlands. Lovely play. Czech Republic whipped the ball in, and well defended. Well defended by De Ligt. Excellent work by De Ligt. I want to go to Amsterdam. I would try and bring back so much. Diego said, the crowd looking good spirits. I am definitely a Czech Republic stan here. I don't even care about my fantasy team right now. I'll take England winning over a fantasy team, so... I would love the Czechs to do this. Come on. Excellent. Ball whipped into the... Oh! There was a Czech player in there as the ball was whipped in from the left-hand side. We've got about 10 minutes left in this half. About 10 minutes to go. I tell you what, though. What this game is showing, England beat Czech Republic 1-0 in the last game. And it was a pretty solid, pretty decent performance. And I think that, you know, we're seeing that the Czechs aren't the easiest team to break down and score past. England probably aren't winning on Tuesday, so Netherlands advancing shouldn't be a problem. Ha, 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 ha. Well, we'll see. We'll see Tuesday, won't we? We'll see Tuesday when the Lions roar. When the three lions roam the pitch at Wembley. It's coming home. It's definitely coming home. I've already checked. I called up the delivery service. They've said, yeah, it's coming home. Ball whipped into the centre by Czech Republic, but there was no one there. So it goes out for a throw-in for Netherlands. LSW said, Days always makes these non-England games about England. Isn't every game about England? I'm pretty sure that I just watch every game thinking, how will England do against this team? Can England beat this team? If they can't beat this team, I hope they get eliminated. That's how I operate. So I'm watching this going, come on. We know England can beat the Czech Republic, but I'm not sure about the Netherlands, so let's get rid of them, shall we? Bad stumble. Ball into the centre. Got the Dutch on the attack. A mistake in the midfield. You really can't be making mistakes against this Czech Republic side who are clearing the ball well. Mistakes all over the pitch, actually. People just not controlling the ball, giving the ball away on both sides. Like, pass completion in this game is not going to look brilliant. Look. Honestly, the ball has changed sides like about 7-8 times in the past minute. But it's Czech Republic now that are on the attack. Breaking forward. Edge of the Dutch penalty area. Oh, it goes over. That is a hell of an opportunity for the Czech Republic. Oh. They've managed to work the ball into the Dutch penalty area. And they got to a point where he could get a shot off. Yeah, he looks on. He covers his head. He can't believe it. He's so embarrassed. He doesn't want anyone to know it's him. It is a corner. It is a corner, but you've got to take those chances. WWE Central says, do you want to hear a joke? What did the farmer say when he lost his tractor? Where's my tractor? Ball whipped in. Oh, bouncing around the penalty area. But Netherlands get it clear. Oh, the Dutch break in now. The Dutch on the ball. Now the game's getting stretched. Goes out to Depay. Depay has got it on the left-hand side, but Czech Republic have been able to get back. Ball switched to the other side. I think that's gone to Dumfries. Dumfries has got it. Oh, skips past the player. Oh! I tell you what, he's trying to feed it across the goal. There was someone in the centre. I couldn't quite see who it was, but there was someone in there, and he was trying, Dumfries, to feed it across. But, again, last-ditch defending. This game is good. This game is alive. Netherlands almost got... We go from the Czech Republic almost scoring to Netherlands almost scoring. There was a real spell about, I don't know, a few minutes ago that was about 5 minutes of... it's kind of slow, a little bit plodding. Not now. Not now. Blind playing it to Van Arnott, who's playing it back to the goalkeeper. So it go all the way back to the defence. It's good. That's amazing from Dumfries. It really was. What a player he's been. Fantastic player. Who does he play for? I don't know who he plays for. But, you know, in a way, the Euros are a little bit like a shop window. You know, there's going to be lots of... all the teams around the world are going to be looking at these players. And I think Dumfries is someone that's really impressed. He plays for... I think... Does he play for PSV? He plays for PSV. He's played 89 times and scored 13 goals. I got to tell you, I think a big team's going to come in for him. I don't know how much he would cost, but he's looked so good, Dumfries, that I would be surprised if he doesn't go to a big side. I'd take him at United. I mean, I really like Wan-Bissaka, but we could do with someone on the right that has the ability to do what he's doing. We've got... Imagine a Man United with Shaw on the left and Dumfries on the right. He's been good, man. He's been really good. Throw into Czech Republic. They've managed to get bad control. Gives the ball away. He feels like he was fouled. I don't know that the ref has given it. Yeah. They just lack a little bit of skill. Czech Republic. It's been a few balls that have been a bit overweighted. A few touches that have been poor. I mean, what I would say is that if the Czech Republic had that little more skill, if this was France, I think Netherlands would be in trouble. Flicked on. Goes back to the Netherlands defence, and ball is cleared to the halfway line. We're down to the final few minutes. Euros are a shop window for when the transfer market officially opens. What, is it not open? It's open, isn't it? Ball played into the middle. Transfer windows July 1st. Ah. I thought it was open, you know. Because we've been in talks for Sancho. So is it that you can do deals, but it's not official until July 1st? I honestly didn't know that. But yeah, I like Dumfries. I like him. Retribution said, what beard trimmer do you use? I use Nature. Oh, lovely ball. Oh, well defended. Oh, I've got to tell you, the last gasp defending here is just something it's a joy to behold. He was offside anyway. Yeah, well offside, actually. When the ball's played, look, he's past the man, but... can the Czech Republic please score? Mouldy Spoon said, Dumfries has been around for years. He hasn't done anything. If he'd be under 25, I'd take him at United to compete with Wan-Bissaka. Yep. I think he's been brilliant in this tournament. Absolutely brilliant. And who knows, maybe he's just hitting his prime, is putting it together now. Ball, lovely. Czech Republic have got it on the right-hand side, cutting into the centre. Playing it across, ball is chipped up. Oh, offside, 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 offside. If Czech win the game today, would you do a hair reveal? Nah. Daisy's hair care routine video. I've done hair reveals before. It's not really a thing. Liverpool and Man United are looking at Dumfries. Are they? Hang on. Where have you got that from? Let me Google him. Dumfries, Netherlands. Transfer. Is there any news on him? There is Everton speculation. Liverpool want to wrap up a deal. Everton. So people are looking at him. I can't see that United are looking at him, though. I've got Everton and Liverpool looking at Dumfries. In fairness, it's not an area that I think It's not an area that I think United are desperate for because we've got Wan-Bissaka. I really like Wan-Bissaka. I know he's not as good going forward, but defensively is fantastic. Ooh, gets bundled over. That's going to be a free kick to Netherlands. But yeah, if it was a decent price. JJB Gaming said, Man United are in for everyone. Right, Netherlands have got the ball in and around the midfield, playing it out to the left-hand side. Yeah, both fullbacks have stayed high. Trying to play it forward. De Jong doing well here, Netherlands. They might just get an opportunity before half-time. Goes out to the right-hand side. Dumfries was looking to whip the ball in. Pumped into the edge of the box. It's building. You can see the Netherlands building. It's with Depay who's found it in. Oh! Dragged wide. Depay managed to get that ball into the penalty box. And it managed to fall to Wijnaldum. I mean, that is exactly who you would want the ball to go to. You would want that ball to go to Wijnaldum. Bad shot. I got Kids Magazine from Tesco. Amazing. Enjoy it. I think Dumfries for 20 to 25 would be a fair price. That is the end of the half, my friends. That is the end of the half. So 5 shots, none on target for the Netherlands. This amazing attacking side that scored tons of goals. No shots on target for them. They have had shots, though. They have had shots and they have had opportunity. But, yeah, they've just not been able to really make it count. Possession, 55-45. I mean, honestly, I kind of feel like Netherlands have been the better side, but Czech Republic have been in this game as well. I kind of feel those numbers are all right. They may be flatter the Czech Republic a little. I kind of feel like Netherlands have been a little bit better attacking-wise. But saying that, Czech Republic have had some good opportunities. So you look at them stats and it looks close. 55-45. Both teams with 5 shots. Only the Czech Republic with 1 shot on target. So I had a feeling that this could be like Italy-Austria. And I think once Netherlands get 1, I think the Czech Republic defence won't be as strong, to be honest. I think they're going to have to attack a little bit more. It could leave some gaps. I think the Dutch players are going to love to run into those spaces. So, yeah, I really think we're looking at a frustrating evening for the Netherlands. But there's a good chance that after this half-time, they'll come out, they'll find the goal, and they could go on to win like 2-0, 3-0 quite easily. Equally, they could continue to be frustrated, and this thing could go to extra time. I still think the Netherlands are going through, but not easy. Really interesting game, says LSW. How much money would you give for Dumfries? How much money would I give for Dumfries? I would give... How much would I give for Dumfries? Yeah, I reckon around the 20. I agree, the 20 to 25 would be about fair. About 25, I think, would be about fair. Maybe 30 at a push. I think, didn't Atletico want, is it 40 for Trippier? Which I think is just crazy. That's a lot of money. So, Dumfries, if you could get him for 20 to 25, I think you'd take him. I think they'd probably be looking for 30 plus. Trippier, I'm just basing that on Trippier, who I'm sure Atletico Madrid have put about a 40 million price tag on. But who knows? They might accept 35 or something, you know. They might accept 30. So if you could get him for Dumfries for 20 to 25, then yeah, I think that'd be fair. Man City is going to bid 100 million for Jack Grealish. Yeah, apparently they've put in 100 million for Harry Kane as well. Isn't it 100 million and... Is it 100 million and Sterling and Gabriel Jesus? I think it might be 100 million and a couple of players they've put in for Harry Kane. I haven't actually read the breakdown of that deal, but yeah, Man City are definitely looking to strengthen. Trippier went to Atletico for 20 million. Yeah, I do think 20 million was too cheap, though. I remember when he went, he had that incredible World Cup, and then he ended up going to Atletico for 20 million, and that didn't feel like a great deal at the time, to be honest. I was quite surprised that Tottenham did it. I don't know if there was if he was in the last year of his contract, and do you know what I mean? It was like, let's get the 20 now because next year we might get nothing. So I don't know if there was any factors like that, but I must admit I did see that when he moved, and I thought it was cheap. But I also think 40 is too much. Maybe closer to 40 would have been better when he first moved to Atletico, because don't forget there wasn't the pandemic then, and he was a bit younger as well, and he was just coming off a fantastic World Cup with England. So maybe closer to 40 would have been fairer then, but I wouldn't be paying that now. Scott Parker is going to quit Fulham to become Bournemouth manager, says James Chadwick. I did see that news this morning, yeah. Gary Neville says the better chances have fallen to this Czech Republic team. Days, I didn't know that Mbappe has a younger brother that just signed for PSG. I didn't know that. Gossens is the best left back in the world, says Juan. Yeah, he's been brilliant for Germany. He's going to be a problem for us on Tuesday. But as you said, I've got to have confidence that England know what they're getting themselves into. I've got to have confidence that England know how to prepare for that game and how to neutralise some of these threats, because Germany have got threats all over the pitch. Germany are a very good side. This isn't a great Germany side, but it's a very, very good Germany side. And Germany always turn up during the knockout rounds. I mean, we've seen Germany struggle during group stages before and then, go on to light up the knockout rounds. So it's a problem. We always knew we were going to get a difficult team. This absolutely is a difficult team. But I really think if England can put in a great performance, if England... In a way, England need to focus on themselves. Yes, prepare for the German team, but England have got to bring out their own performance, and I don't think they've done that so far. There's something in this tournament that's not allowing England, they're being stifled. England look like they're being stifled. It looks like they're being held back. It's like trying to drive a car that's got the handbrake on. That's what England look like to me. So England need to find a way of expressing themselves better. I thought it was very interesting that before this game started, Gareth Southgate said, we do not tell the players to not attack. We do not tell the players that they cannot pass the ball forwards. We do not tell the players, don't have intensity and all this kind of stuff. So I think he's a little bit frustrated with what he's seen as well. And I've just got to hope that, they're able to put some of these things right against Germany. And I do think that if England can put in a really... One thing about England is they raise their game when they face the bigger nations. So England can look awful against some of the lower placed teams. But then when they face the bigger nations, England will step up and will do, a decent job. They could end up losing, but England aren't a side that really ever get blown away. They're not a team that ever get absolutely battered. If they're going to lose to Germany, it'll be tight and it'll be 1-0, I'm not expecting Germany to win 5-0 and absolutely destroy England at Wembley. I'm not expecting that at all. So I'm just got to keep fingers crossed that England can find some of that form, fix some of these little issues, and finally put in the performances we know they can put in. Who is your favourite player for Germany? Who is my favourite player for Germany? I think Kroos. Tony Kroos is a fantastically creative player. I'm fascinated by Gnabry because he was at Arsenal and he looked awful. And then he's gone to, was it Bayern? And for Germany, and he looks like a world beater. Now, he hasn't looked that way in this tournament, but he has had very good movement. He's been very heavily involved, but I don't think he's managed to score yet. But yeah, I think Kroos might be the one that kind of is the engine room, makes things tick. Muller as well, of course, fantastic player. They've got some really good players, and Gosens that got mentioned earlier. They've got some really good players, but it seems like a lot of people are saying the same thing. The weak area of Germany is in their defence with Matt Hummels, who is a really good defender, but slow. And if you can get someone in a one-on-one situation with Hummels, if we get Sterling and Hummels, game over, because Sterling is leaving him for dust. Saka is leaving him for dust as well. There's a good chance Harry Kane is leaving him for dust. So I think England are going to try and target Hummels. I think you're going to see... I reckon England could start with Sterling, Grealish, and... It's hard to say Saka, but I think Gareth will have been... I don't think Gareth will be too worried that Saka's inexperienced. Because even if you play Foden, Foden's inexperienced. I mean, it's a big call to leave Foden out. But Sterling has started all the games. I think he'll stick with him. Grealish, I think, did a really good job in that number 10. And I think that it's either Saka or Foden. I don't think Mount's going to play because he's been self-isolating. And I don't think that he's going to change the lineup. I think he's played the same system throughout the 3 group games. I would be surprised if he was to make any big changes now. So I'm expecting a 4-2-3-1. I'm expecting it to be Trippier and Walker because I think he's got a lot of faith in those being our best defenders. Yes, Shaw can get forward, but I don't think that he's worried about that. I don't think he's looking at, like, how do we attack Germany? I think he's looking at how do we stop Germany. I think that's Gareth Southgate's mentality, is how do I stop this team? And then we'll worry about trying to get a goal, right, at some point. But how do I stop them scoring? How do I stop them scoring? And if we can get a goal, we'll get a goal. You know, he keeps talking about set plays. Because if we win a set play, those free kicks are so important because that might be one of our only avenues to scoring goals. So I could see him starting with Trippier and Walker. I think he sees those as the 2 best actual defenders that we have when it comes to fullbacks. In centre, I think he'll go Maguire and Stones. He'll probably stick with Phillips and Rice, but Henderson could come in. And then up front, I think he sticks with Sterling. I think he'll play Grealish. And then is it going to be Foden or Saka? That's the question mark for me. I don't think he plays Sancho, but I think Sancho could come on. I think that he might stick with Saka for the first half and then bring Sancho on in the second half. A lot of people will want to see Sancho play because he plays in Germany. So Sancho going at this German team is what a lot of people want to see. But in all fairness, you know, you could do that in the second half. I thought Saka had a really good first half and then seemed to fade a little in the second. So maybe he could have that in his mind. Start with Saka, run at that defence. And then they are like psychologically, it's going to be really interesting to see how the Germans react to Sancho playing. Because apparently all the talk in Germany right now is why is Sancho not playing? Why is Sancho not starting? Why have England forgotten about Sancho? Like, because he lights up the Bundesliga. He does so well for Borussia Dortmund that they cannot get their heads around why Sancho has only played for 5 minutes. It makes no sense to them over in Germany. So with that being said, I think, could you imagine him coming on? Like, I just kind of think psychologically that might, if you're tired and you've just been having to defend Saka and Sterling and, it's a close little game and you look over and they're bringing on Jadon Sancho, someone that you've read repeatedly in the German newspapers. This is, an incredible player. Why isn't he starting? And we're bringing him on like the 50th minute, 55th minute, something like this. I don't know. I'd be all right with that. I'd be all right with that. He needs time to influence the game, though. There's no point bringing him on with 20 minutes to go. If you're going to bring him on, probably want to look to do it at half-time. Somewhat along those lines. So, but I could see Saka and Sterling starting because they can get at Matt Hummels. WWE Central said, what is the most worst or baddest thing you've done? We won't judge. What's the most worst or baddest thing that I've done? I don't know. I don't really think I've done anything that bad, to be honest. I seriously don't think I've... I know you might see me as a bad boy. I've definitely got that. I'm very much like the internet wrestling community is bad boy. I think a lot of people would agree with that. But I haven't really got anything to back that up. I might have to try and do something bad. I might have to try to do something bad so that I can keep that bad boy image up. Because Sancho plays for Dortmund, he automatically knows how the German national team will play. That's a great take. No, I don't know that anyone's saying that. I think because he plays in Germany, they're saying in Germany, this is a fantastic player. Why is he not playing for England? Like, they hold him in high regard, which you can understand because of the amount of goals and assists that he's able to contribute for Borussia Dortmund. And has done season after season after season. He's also the kind of player that likes running at players. He's the kind of person that wants to take teams on. And I don't know. I mean, I kind of agree. When you look at like how we played against Scotland, a player that's going to run at the opposition, and dare I say, an opposition that's maybe not as skilled, maybe an opposition that's not, the highest quality. And I don't mean any disrespect there. But, I think there's just been confusion as to why he's not played. Because he runs and causes problems in the German league. So to see him come on, I think would be... it would be noteworthy for them. Let's put it that way. It would be significant for them. What would be significant here is a goal. Any goal by any team ever would be significant. I do think the first goal here is going to be absolutely huge. I know we hear that a lot, the first goal matters. But I think that's the case here because I do think that if Czech Republics are able to get that goal, Czech Republic have shown that they are very, very good defensively. There's been a lot of last-ditch defending, but they could just afford to drop their whole team back. They have defended very well, but they have also allowed the Netherlands opportunity to get at them. Dumfries has picked up a yellow card. So, start of the second, and Dumfries sees a yellow. Netherlands needs to land a goal. Days, bad boys need spanking, wink, wink. Yeah, well, I'm not one, am I? I know I've got that reputation, but I can't back it up yet. So, no spanking for me. Austin says, come on, Netherlands. Nathaniel says, yellow card to Dumfries. Athul says, the ICC T20 World Cup starts on October 17th to November 14th. England, India, Scotland, Netherlands, New Zealand are in Team B. We've got Czech Republic player down at the moment, so we've only just started this half, and already we've got disruption. So that's obviously going to add to time at the end. So, Czech Republic, this guy back on his feet. Kadrabek. Right, free kick to Czech Republic. It's in and around the halfway line.
One of the teams just needs to kick the ball really far and really hard. That will solve all the problems. God, I wish he was doing the halftime team talks. LSW. That'd be brilliant. Here we go. Ball whipped into the centre. Oh, slip. Slip from the Czech Republic player. So goes out to the left-hand side for Netherlands. Netherlands attacking from left to right. And Czech Republic going from right to left, of course. A couple of minutes into this and a little bit scrappy here. Obviously, we've had a man down for a little while, but we are back underway. And it's going to be a throw-in to the Czech Republic. And don't forget, after this, we've got another game today, a second game today. We've got Belgium taking on Portugal in what is going to be an absolutely riveting encounter. This one's turned into a riveting encounter as well. But the quality on the pitch in that game in a bit is going to be phenomenal. That stream actually starts in just over an hour. Just over an hour. Kyle, shout out to you. Sean said 2-0 England. Harry Kane is going to score both. Yes, both. I hope so. I hope he turns up. Ethan said, are we doing Belgium-Portugal tonight? We absolutely are, my friend. We absolutely are. We're doing both of those games today. On Monday, we're doing both of the games as well. So on Monday, I think we've got France and Switzerland. And nicely cleared. Nicely cleared. Goes down the other end. Czech Republic trying to get onto the end of it, but no joy. So France, Switzerland. We've also got Croatia, Spain. So Croatia, Spain, and France, Switzerland tomorrow. So big teams tomorrow. Again, you know, if Spain haven't fixed their scoring issues, and it looks like they have, but if they haven't, they could easily get knocked out by Croatia. Modric could cause them all kinds of problems, but I really fancy Spain to get through that. And I think a lot of people fancy France to get past Switzerland, but I think that's going to be close. France have not been their scintillating best, have they? France have been very much like England. They have not set this tournament on fire. Schick into the... Oh, bad ball. No one there. I mean, he had an idea, but it's just the rest of his team didn't, where they were all racing into the penalty box. He pulls it back and there's no one there. Again, Netherlands losing the ball in the midfield, and Czech Republic have picked it up. 50 minutes gone. Czech Republic on the right-hand side. Trying to move into the middle. Playing it across. Lovely ball. Moving it forward. Some great forward passing, but again, just on the edge of the penalty area. Just constantly getting mopped up. They just can't get into the penalty box, the Czech Republic side. In fairness, they've not got loads of options because they're not committing that many people forward. I'm freaking nervous with Netherlands not landing a goal. Alex said, how embarrassing. I've been sat here for a minute waiting for Days to speak and I had the video on pause. Well, whoa, Netherlands are through. Oh, what a save! Wow, what a save! Was he not offside? I was adamant that he was offside. That was Malen for the Netherlands. He just found himself one-on-one with the keeper, and the goalkeeper managed to go down and get the ball off his feet. I don't even think Malen got shot off. Oh, what's going on? Using his hands. Yellow card. Oh, it's all going wrong for Netherlands. They're arguing that that was a real goal-scoring threat. De Ligt went down, look, he slips, and for some reason he just gets his hand on the ball. He does that. As he's falling down, he scoops the ball. Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, if he hadn't have done that, if he hadn't have grabbed the ball with his arm, then the Czech player could have been one-on-one. Oh, I tell you, that by Malen was fantastic. Just missed. Just missing an end product. Look at the acceleration. He gets round the defender. The defender goes down really easily. But what a save by the keeper, man. End-to-end stuff. Oh my God, this game is amazing. The goalkeeper making a save. Beautiful ball played in by Depay. But we need to move on from that. It's a save. I honestly thought that there was an offside or there was a foul or there'd be something in there. Oh, they're checking for a potential red card. The lip might be gone. They're checking for a potential red. Oh, delits. Might be gone. Oh, potential red. Diego said send him off. Send him off. Off. He's going to have a look. He's going to have a little look. Let's have a look in the rectangle window. Off we go. Potential red card. Ref's jogging over. VAR. Yeah, so the referee gave a yellow at first as the lip was going down. As he was going down to stop the Czech player from going on to goal, De Ligt purposely knocks the ball away with his hand. The ref saw it and felt it was a yellow. VAR has gone, this might be a red, you know. So he's gone over now and he's having a look. Is this a red? He goes down. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Look at the way he scoops the ball. Can't do that. What's the ref gonna... The ref's made his mind up. Ref's made his mind. He's jogging back. Off. I've had a look. Oh, he's going in his pocket. It's a red card! It's a red card! Whoa! You're out of there! Na. Hey. Goodbye. You're out of there. Let's see how well you do with 10 men. Oh, it's coming home. I tell you what, this was a problem team for England, and they might be throwing it away. De Ligt has gone. The roof is on fire. Oh, here we go. Free kick to Czech Republic. If they could score this now, that would be amazing. Here we go. Ball whipped in, headed away from the wall. We have seen before that teams that go down to 10 become very... Oh, tell you what, Dumfries was trying. Yellow card now to Kufal. Yellow card to Kufal as Netherlands are trying to break away from that. This is going to fire the Netherlands up. Netherlands now down to 10 men. De Ligt is gone. Because as he was falling down, knocking the ball away, he got confused. He thought this was beach volleyball. And fun fact, it isn't. So, yeah, this is a problem for the Dutch. The Dutch are going to have to make some big decisions now. Ryan said, red card just got here. Well, it's a good time to arrive. This game has been great. It's been so much fun, but it's a good time to arrive now. So, who's coming off? Marlon. I mean, Marlon could have put this game 1-0. Who knows what would have happened if Marlon had scored that opportunity. So, they've took Marlon off, so they're lacking a little up top now. I mean, they've still got Depay, they've still got Wijnaldum. And they're going to have a real fire as well. De Jong goes down. Netherlands players don't think are happy. I think they want cards. Netherlands have got to be... They're fired up now. I mean... Do you know what I mean? They are fighting for their lives. Ball into the middle. This is still going to be hard for the Czech Republic. We've seen so many times teams go down to 10. So many times where teams have gone down to 10 and they have to fight for their lives. Red card to De Ligt. They are in a real spot of bother. It's wonderful. You love to see it. There's normally a surprise when it comes to the knockout rounds. There's normally a team that goes out that you wouldn't quite expect. Netherlands, that team. Be the biggest exit so far. Score predictions for England, Germany. Do you think we'll play 5 at the back? If he is going to change something, then it could be that. The only problem is, what does our attack look like if he plays 5 at the back? Because if he plays 5 at the back, I think he still plays the 2 in midfield. And so that would mean that he's only got 3 up front, and 1 would be Kane. I mean, he'd have to play like Kane. I mean, surely he's not gonna not play Grealish. So what's he gonna do? I mean, we just don't really have a midfield then. I don't know. He might look to play 5. He might look to play 5. He could play Mings, Stones, Maguire as 3 central defenders. Have Trippier and Walker. I don't think he plays Shaw. I think Shaw's a really good defender, but I think he's got more confidence in Trippier. But then he could play Rice, Phillips. The other alternative is that he actually plays 3 defensive midfielders. So he still plays a back 4, but plays 3 defensive midfielders. So he could play the likes of Phillips, Henderson, and Rice. Corner to Czech Republic. That was Rooney that proposed that, by the way. I read Rooney saying what he would do. Ball whipped in and goes wide. Czech Republic seemed interested in something there, but not much. Don't know. It looks pretty straightforward. Comes off his head. I think he's trying to make out it came off the Netherlands player, but didn't look like it did. Going to be a goal kick then to the Netherlands. We're almost at the hour mark, and what drama! What drama in this game. How the heck can you get a red for getting tackled? Because he knocked the ball with his hand, his arm. They're checking now for a potential penalty. The poor Dutch. Oh, Netherlands. No, check over. I don't think it was. I didn't really see anything there. Check over, but... God, anything that the Netherlands do is being checked right now. We are checking if this is the correct shade of orange that they're wearing. We are checking that all of these people are eligible to play for the Dutch team. We are checking. Everything's being checked. Yeah, 11 versus 10. Now, you'd think that this would be a huge advantage for Czech Republic, and of course it is. But it's how you deal with it. It's how you use this advantage. It's all well and good having the numerical advantage, but you've got to apply it to the game. And honestly, with the skill that Netherlands have got, you know, they'll have a little less up top, but it might not be too bad. Ball being headed around, back and forth. Netherlands getting on the ball. Ball bouncing around. Finally falls to Dumfries, who plays it forward and plays it out. So that looks like it's going to be a throw-in for Czech Republic. Stressing one defender at the back. They took her attacker off and they brought another defender on. So Netherlands' defence is actually okay. They just lost an attacker. Ball bouncing around. Mopped up really, really nicely there by Van Arnold. And Netherlands clearing it. I mean, don't forget, like, this could stay 0-0 and go to extra time. I mean, we could have penalties. If no one's going to score in the next hour, you know, we could have penalties, but that's a long time, isn't it, to play with only 10 men, another hour. The only thing is that I do think that the Netherlands bench is going to be stronger than the Czech Republic bench. So if they are going to look to bring on some fresh legs, Netherlands have got some really good options, whereas Czech Republic, I don't think the quality's there. Makes it really interesting, though. Czech Republic versus Netherlands was close anyway. What about if Czech Republic have got 11 men and Netherlands only have 10? Excellent work by Netherlands. They've got so many people back. They're just trying to catch Czech Republic on the counter. So they're just constantly trying to run at the Czech Republic. It's going to be a throw, and De Jong isn't happy with that. It might be a throw, in all fairness. Yeah, I think it's all right. Throw into the Czech Republic. Czech Republic on the ball, playing it back to defence. Across to the right-hand side, and they're on the attack. Loads of Netherlands players back as the ball's whipped into the centre. Back post! Oh, what a tackle! Wow, Dumfries sticks a leg out and prevents the ball from going in the corner. The ball is whipped across. And it falls to the Czech player. Tries to just put it in the bottom corner. Obviously, we don't know if the keeper would have got to it anyway. It didn't get that far, but Dumfries sticking out a leg. It's time for the Netherlands to do some last-ditch, last-gasp defending. It is just not easy once you get to these knockout rounds, is it? It's just not easy. I suppose in a way that's what's so impressive about Denmark's victory. You know, Denmark beating Wales 4-0 looks even more impressive now. Because Italy struggled against Austria, and look at how Netherlands are doing against the Czech Republic. Schick knocking the ball. We're right on the edge of the area as the ball rolls out. Oh, there's drama. There's drama. Great defence, says Capsman. He tried to place it instead of just putting it through. Well, we're just seeing a replay here. I think it's Ali McCoy says he's not saving that. If Dumfries hadn't stuck that leg out, McCoist is pretty sure that was going in. Ball bouncing around and goes out again for another throw. 25 minutes left of normal time. Knockout football at its best. Czechs have got no end product, says Diego. This is unbelievable. Well, ball bouncing around. You'd think both sides are still going to have options. Goes down. Referee not interested. Czech have still got it. Right-hand side. Ball bouncing around. Nice. Czech Republic got it, looking to get a cross in, and goes straight into the keeper's hands. He spills it out. It might have gone out anyway, but I think it's a corner. But Czech Republic now. Just seeing as that ball is played in. Yeah, he does spill it. Just as that ball is played in, you just got players falling down in the background in slow motion. Tell you, they're just throwing everything at this. Everything at this. Oh, this is just perfect Sunday viewing, isn't it? Two sides just going at each other. It's a Herculean encounter. Bad corner. Really bad corner. Netherlands trying to break, but Czech Republic get it back. Ball played. Goes out again. That looks like it went out. No. Linesman said it's fine. Oh, goes down. Free kick to the Czech Republic. It's right by the corner, though. Yeah, there's real belief in this Czech side, you know. I mean, they absolutely fluffed that corner just. They absolutely messed it up. So, this time, are they going to just whip it in, or is he going to do something else? He puts it in this time. Back post! Oh! And it's in for the Czech Republic! Goal! Goal by Holes! Come on! Czech Republic score! Czech Republic score! The scenes! A massive goal! What is going on? Just whips it in. Back post, headed back, goes to the other side, puts it in. I thought he had put it wide, you know. Looking at it, I thought he had put it wide. Oh. Oh. Bop. 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 Yes. Yes. It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming. Oh, Czech Republic. Czech Republic. I'm a Czech Republic stan. I'm a Czech Republic stan. Yeah. Czech Republic. Scott, you always wonder when the ball goes in. Is it going to stand? Are they going to do a check on it? All this kind of stuff. Nope. No drama. It stands. Netherlands are losing. Netherlands on the verge of going home. Netherlands are 20 minutes away from exiting the tournament. This is massive. This is absolutely huge. And massive for England as well. All of a sudden. Oh, into the penalty area. Wonderfully defended. All of a sudden, it's England, Germany. Winner plays Sweden, Ukraine. Winner plays the winner of Denmark, Czech Republic. I mean, it's just a dream. It's a dream. We've got to get past Germany. This result is surely going to fire England up even more. England will find another level. They are going to go full-on spiritual after this. If Netherlands get knocked out, we are going mentally to a higher plane than we've ever been to before. Do you know what I mean? Right now, I should imagine that it's just... But we're not out of it yet. We have got a free kick to the Netherlands. People are telling Austin to cry. Right, Depay is going to take the free kick. Looking to whip it into the penalty area. Into the Czech penalty area. Nicely cleared. Dangerous, though. It's the kind of thing where we've seen before. The ball can get headed slightly wrong, get put back into that danger area. Player goes down very easily. Was that Depay? So, drinks break. I think the ref has just signalled for a drinks break. But Netherlands, I mean, honestly, you just look at a Netherlands player and they're going to fall down now. I don't think there was anything on that by the looks of it. Yeah, he's falling anyway. It wasn't Depay, actually. It was number 11. So, drinks break. Oh. LSW said they're going home. They're going home. They're going. Netherlands going home. So, falls to the back. Number 6 is who heads it to Holtz. So, it's Kalas that wins the first header. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You can feel it, though, can't you? You can feel something special here. I mean, even if the Dutch score, this is going to be something special if we go to extra time in this game, but if England don't win it this year, they never will. England always seem to find themselves in these kind of really great situations, and then they just fluff it. We had such a good draw for the World Cup. We got all the way to the semi-finals, and then we get knocked out by Croatia. So that wasn't brilliant. And now here we are. We're all the way here, knockout round. We do have to get past the Germans. That's not going to be easy. But if we do get past Germany, then there's not anything to fear in Sweden or the Ukraine. And if the Netherlands are about to go out, there'll be nothing to fear from the Czech Republic. We've already played them. So we've played them already in the group stages. We've played them in qualifying. So, yeah, this would be a big, big result. Big result, and it would be very, very useful for England to see the Netherlands go home. But we've got 17 minutes left to go. And it's currently 1-0 Czech Republic. So, ball being played into the midfield. And obviously, Netherlands are going to be all-out attack now. They can't afford to sit back. And Czech player goes down. I mean, you're going to see a lot of players going down here as they're just going to try to wind the clock down. But, yeah, this side of the draw is completely anyone's. I mean, this is great news for Denmark. I mean, think about Denmark. Denmark go on to play the winner of this side. Denmark right now are going to be looking at this thinking, brilliant. You know, if we go on to play the Czech Republic, they're going to really fancy that. And before you know it, Denmark could be in the semi-finals. So, massive for England, massive for Germany, massive for Denmark. Massive for everyone except for the Netherlands. 16 minutes to go. Gonna be in and out a lot today. Courtholics do Hell in a Cell punishment 24 hours with Adam Pacitti stuck in a room. Okay. Heather, shout out to you. Austin was quiet for like 5 minutes. Sobbing. Just sobbing. Just sobbing to himself. Right. So there will be quite a bit of added time added, they're saying. Fearless Ducky, shout out to you. Hope you are well. Ball's up in the air and falls down. Welcome, Fearless Ducky. Ball played into the middle. Denmark are going to be licking their lips, says Diego. Right. Here we go. Back underway. Bit of a drinks break. Little bit of a pause there. And we're back underway. So, Czech Republic had a free kick. They've taken it. They're being pressed hard. And they're going to get pressed hard. You know, they're being put under a lot of pressure. This is the sort of pressure they should have been put under the whole game, in all fairness, but I mean, obviously Netherlands are fighting for their lives here. Score a goal, Netherlands. What was De Ligt thinking? I don't know. I mean, he is still really young, isn't he? I mean, he's really made a mistake there. He's a great defender as well, but maybe there was a bit of embarrassment, like one-on-one, and the player was getting past him. Oh, shot. So, ball whipped in by Netherlands and goes straight across the goal. Straight across the goal. Yeah, that was a wonderful cross, but no one could get on the end of it. Czech Republic on the ball, playing it out to the right-hand side, trying to break forward. Ball whipped across, and Czech Republic are in. I mean, even... Oh, that was a hell of a mistake. That was a hell of a mistake. Was that Schick? The ball was rolling. He ended up trying to fend someone off. And before he knew it, it had rolled out. But Netherlands are awful at giving the ball away. The amount of the passing accuracy must be atrocious in this game. Shot from distance. Shot from distance by Czech Republic. Have Netherlands still only had those 5 shots on target? I think they have, you know. Or, sorry, 5 shots non-on target. This is what I like about the Euros. Anything can happen, says Mr. Meme. Here we go. Into the penalty area. Czech Republic cutting it back. Oh, nice. Left-hand side looking to whip the ball in. Lovely pass. Curls it round. Oh, Czech Republic. Whipping the ball round. The goalkeeper was able to just catch it, though, quite comfortably. Yeah, not enough pace. Probably not the right option in reflection, but still. Czech Republic are the ones with the ball. Czech Republic are the ones that are attacking. It's Netherlands that need the goal. Oh, they just seem... The problem is Czech Republic, for whatever reason, seem quite easy to get through. Like, it feels quite effortless to get in and around their penalty area. And you just don't want Netherlands in and around your penalty area. But the fact that there's not been any shots on target by the Netherlands is stunning. Yeah, very comfortable for the goalkeeper. Nice height. No dramas at all. But substitution being made by the Czech Republic. Yankto coming on. Czech Republic are all over Netherlands right now. Austin said nervous level at the max. I love how you've become an honorary Dutch person. I mean, what you're feeling right now is how everyone is feeling in the Netherlands right now. Nice kick by... Oh, look at this! He's through! Penalty area! Pulls it back! Oh, it's a second! Schick scores! That might be it! The Dutch might be done! Oh, a second goal for the Czech Republic! A second goal! Oh my days! Look at that. Oh, and there's nothing worse than looking glum and sad whilst you're wearing bright orange. Oh, them poor fans. They just showed a shot and they're all like, oh, proper down. But they're all wearing, like, they're all dressed like Fred Flintstone and they're all in bright orange. They're wearing orange suits and everything. They're all like, oh. Look at that. Oh, when he played that ball back, I was like, don't do that. Don't do that. I was pretty sure that they were going to clear it. But he plays it back, look, and it does find the man. It finds the man right in the corner. The keeper should have saved that. That's bad. Getting beaten at your near post like that. That's bad. That's bad. I mean, 10 minutes, 2 goals. We know that Portugal scored 3 after the 84th minute, so you would be a bit foolish to write off Netherlands right now. You'd be a little bit foolish, but it is not looking good at all. It is not looking good. It is looking amazing for England, but it is not looking good for Netherlands. And, Reese says bye-bye, Netherlands. LSW is screaming at Austin to cry. Unbelievable, says Gregor. Oh... Whoever scores the first goal, it's going to be so important. And so it has proved. Czech Republic have got to defend as if it's 1-0. They can't have the mentality that it's 2-0. Think about De Ligt right now. Think about De Ligt being sat in the changing rooms, watching this game fall apart, knowing that you are really responsible for it. That red card. That red card. And ball goes out. Netherlands are seriously effed. Well, I tell you what, another goal for Schick. If you put Schick in your side as just like a cheap option, I mean, not only has he scored, but it looks like he's going through. And it looks like he's going through to a game where he could get a goal against Denmark. Netherlands can commiserate themselves with some weed. Well, that's true. There is always that. Diego said, best form of defence is attacking football. Dylan said, England have still got to win their last 16 game. Yeah, but it's still nice to know that after that, it's a little easier. The only other side that I was really fearing was Netherlands. Obviously, Denmark looked good, but, you know, we do have quality, and you would like to think that we could beat... I mean, look, if we can't beat Denmark, then we don't deserve to win the Euros. But Netherlands are one of those teams that have got such a rich history. When you think about the great international sides, you know, you would talk about Netherlands. You would mention, you know, they have won tournaments before. And they've had some of the world great players. And they're always a problem team. And we're into the 83rd minute, but there will be lots of added on time. Diego said on paper, Netherlands should win this game, but the Netherlands manager is a novice. Tom Jones says Netherlands are in the Schick days. They're deep in the Schick. There's Schick everywhere. They can't see for Schick. They are. They're drowning in Schick. Oh, God. Easy route to the final for England if they get... Well, we say easy. I mean, you've still got to get past, like, Sweden, who have got some good players, but come on. Come on. When you see Italy light this tournament up and you see Spain and, you know, you see all these massive nations making statements. Yellow card to De Jong. Yeah. Yeah. Yellow card to De Jong. We're starting to just see a little bit of petulance from Netherlands now. Just a little bit, where they're arguing for everything and they're, you know, moaning. And it's kind of what we were seeing from Wales at the end as well of their game. Go away. Go away. Another name in the book there. Another change to the Czech Republic. Didn't the Netherlands manager flop big time at Palace? I think he was at Palace, wasn't he? He was definitely in England. One of the lower placed teams. I think it was Palace. Netherlands without Van Nistelrooy. Well, no Van Persie. No Van Nistelrooy. Obviously, back in the day, you'd have the likes of Bergkamp as well. They've had some great players. Robben. You know, some absolutely fantastic players. And this side has got great players. I mean, I think Wijnaldum might have been the player of the tournament. He's just had no impact on this game. Netherlands are in the mud. They really are. We've got 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go. And this is huge. This is the biggest upset in this tournament so far. Diego C. Palace said, yeah, he was our worst ever manager. Austin says, go Netherlands. Wow, listen, a goal now would be very interesting. A goal now for the Netherlands would be very, very interesting. And they are on the ball. In the midfield, they're struggling to break through this Czech Republic team. Just a fun little reminder. I don't know if it's worth mentioning, but England did beat the Czech Republic 1-0 just the other day. I just thought it was worth mentioning. That's all. England did beat the Czech Republic 1-0. Are England the sleeping giants of this tournament? Are England this incredible team that no one has given credit to? But actually, you know, they beat Czech Republic 1-0. Netherlands have lost 2-0. Yes. Yes is the answer. I've just decided yes is the answer. 86th minute. Ball goes out. Netherlands are still trying to get on with it, but running out of time. Drastically running out of time. The Dutch are in the mud. Where are the Czechs in the world rankings? Number 1 in our hearts. That's where they are. Number 1 in the world rankings of my heart. Let me go to FIFA World Rankings, and I'll get that answer for you right now. It's all part of the service that we provide. Nice throw by Czech Republic, taking it to the corner, just trying to wind out the... What? We're sorry, we can't bring you that info. What are you on about? Look at the glum faces. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Look at the sadness in the eyes of people wearing orange. It has not gone their way at all. I am loving it. FIFA World Rankings. It's not loading for some reason. Let me try a different one. Oops, we're sorry. The page cannot be found. Why not? Ball in the Czech Republic area. Czech Republic clear it, though. I found it on a different website. Into the middle. Ah, he's fluffed it. Hopefully that's not going to cost them. Czech Republic. Ah, flipping low down. That's where they are. They are 40th. 40th. They're 1 place below South Korea. 2 places below Russia. 3 places below Hungary. They're behind Iran. Iran. They're 40th. They're ranked 40th. That is crazy. The total value of their squad is 167 million. If you wanted to buy their players, 167 million. In fact, there's only one nation whose team would cost you in the billions. England. England is the only nation that would cost you'd need over $1 billion to buy them. Apparently you could buy France's team for 925 million. That's interesting. Czech have got the ball. I mean, that's surely it, isn't it? Surely it. How much would the USA cost you? You only need 100 million. You only need 100 million to buy the USA team. Harry Kane is going for that. Jack Grealish is going for that. Wow. 100 million. Netherlands should score 2 goals right now, says Austin. They really should. King Leb said that's because the England team is overrated. Days, can you stop talking about England? No. That's what I'm here to do. Long ball by Netherlands, and is that Depay? No. Promises chasing, but it goes back to the Czech Republic goalkeeper. 6 added minutes. What? 100 million for the US soccer team, apparently so, according to transfermarket.co.uk. That's because USA has got a rubbish team. It cost you 600 million for Belgium, 925 million for France, 819 million for Brazil. It would only cost you 154 million for Mexico, and they're ranked 11th. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? Only cost you 154 million. I mean, that is literally about what Harry Kane is worth. About 150 million for Harry Kane. That's the same as the Mexican team, and they're ranked 11th. Chile? 79 million? 79 million for Chile? They're 19th. How much would the worst team cost? I want to know how much would the worst team cost? Free. Can have them for free. Wow. If you want to buy the San Marino team, who are officially the worst team, they're ranked 210th, right? If you wanted to buy that team, £846,000. £846,000. That's actually quite a lot, you know. If you want to buy the team from the US Virgin Islands, yeah, the US Virgin Islands, that would only cost you 68,000. So 846,000 is quite. They must have like a star player. There must be one player that's really good for San Marino that's pushed that price up. Because if you want the US Virgin Islands team, 68,000. My God, this is so interesting. Do you know what else is interesting? Netherlands are about to go out. It's 2-0. 2-0. Oh, save. Almost 3-0. Alistair Black is going to be fuming, says Haroon. 150 million for Mexico's soccer team. 157, apparently. US has got good football players. I wouldn't understand the estimate. I wouldn't underestimate US in the World Cup. Ball bouncing in the midfield. 3 minutes to go and it's done, innit? Days, did you know that US beat England 4-1 in 2002? I can't remember it, to be honest, but no, I can't remember it, and I definitely would have seen it. I keep an eye on every England game. Ball out to the right-hand side. Played back to Czech Republic goalkeeper who pumps it out and they give the ball away, but with 2 minutes to go. Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it? Austin said Netherlands have still got this. Mate, they've got a ticket. They've got a ticket to go home. That's what they've got. The amazing Netherlands team that excited us in the group stages are going home. Into the middle, and the Czech player goes down. Referee doesn't give anything. WWE Central says, guess how old I am? 57. Hopefully old enough to know when I keep saying stop sending super chats. You know to not keep sending super chats. Old enough to know that the Netherlands going out is a massive deal. Big upset. Knockout stages are absolutely brilliant, aren't they? Because you do get results like this. You do get moments like this, and it's just huge, absolutely huge. I love the fact that the upset, because you do tend to get one. I love the fact it's happened on England's side of the draw, and it's not England. It's been England, but it's not England now. And even if they go out to Germany, I don't know that that's an upset. It's kind of a 50-50 game, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, look, they're trying, they're building, but swings it in and swings it out, and that might be the final attack. 5 minutes, 50-odd on the clock. Do you think they're all going to go into the changing room and just punch De Ligt in the face? I can only imagine that's what they're going to do. Smile on the face. Oh, look. Oh! All the Czech fans on their feet, chanting away. Germany are the favourites in the betting world. Well, one of the favourites has gone. They are out. Wow. That Czech team's going to get destroyed by Denmark. I think Denmark are going to the semi-finals. I think Denmark are going to the semi-finals. Wow. Haruna, you onto something? It's okay. Czechs will get destroyed by Denmark next, says Nathaniel. Austin said, I'm going to punch Delit in the face. 2-0. It has ended. Totsions Netherlands, says Alfredo Bonzo. I can't believe it. I must admit, the commentator doesn't seem like that, like he's losing his mind. Even the players aren't really losing their mind. I thought the players would be on their knees in tears. I thought there was going to be like loads of tears, loads of emotion, all this, but... Oh, here we go. Look, there we go. That's what you want to see. All the Czech players in a big circle, bouncing around. Wow. They run over to the fans. Look at these scenes. Look at these scenes. They run over to their fans. WWE Central said, I'm 12. And I have mental difficulties about not donating. Don't donate anymore. Stop. Stop, WWE Central. Harley. Where is Harley? Every time Days laughs, I think the kettle is going off. Oh. I'm glad that I conjure up such wonderful images. Great scenes here of the Czech Republic team. Celebrating in front of the fans. Christian said, I got 5 Netherlands players in my team. I don't know who to put in my team. I've got 8 transfers left. There's still sexy Ronaldo, so I'm okay. Go Portugal, says Austin. Well, that's coming up next. Andra said, if I was Delit, I would probably head back to Netherlands. What, on your own? On your own. Do you think like that you would get back to the change? Well, who's she? Some woman that's celebrating as well? Well, she definitely wasn't part of the team, so I don't know who she is. Look at all the fans. It is absolutely bouncing in Budapest. Oh, tears in his eyes. Lots of Dutch fans just standing around. They really don't know what to do. This is big for the Czech Republic. Czech Republic team that lost to England 1-0. Just saying. Czech Republic team that England beat 5-0 at Wembley in the qualifying. Just saying. Just throwing it out there. Have Croatia got any chance? Sure. Yeah. Does this mean England would beat the Netherlands as we beat the Czech Republic? Yeah. No doubt about it. We'd beat all the teams. Wow, look. Czech Republic, Denmark in the quarterfinals. Czech Republic, Denmark. So that's our first quarterfinal sorted. I think Denmark are winning that. I think Denmark are winning it. I think Denmark are going to the semis. Wow, Dutch don't know what's hit them. They're clueless. I think they're just shocked. Days, you said Netherlands would beat England once. I'm just saying. Nah, I never said that. I don't remember saying that. I think lots of things get said, and you've probably confused me with someone else. Austin, it's scary for everyone else that you and me are teaming up. All I think about this result is England has a great chance to go to the final. Just gotta get past Germany. They're showing how many. Look at this, it's crazy. So when that was saved, you know that amazing one-on-one that got saved, they've just got a clock on screen right now, and they're showing how long it was from that save to the red card moment. It shows how a game turns. Ball goes down. Look, he falls. Yeah, he panicked. He slipped. And it's where he does that. I mean, he slips and he falls, and if he's going to slip and fall, but he just doesn't want to look. He doesn't want to look silly. I think that's what it comes down to. He slips and he falls and he just doesn't want to look stupid. So he knocks the ball away. Wow. I got 5. Holland are toast. Toast. Yeah. It was a surprise when he only gave a yellow. So I think it was a definite red as well. Oh, so happy. So happy. Right, we need to wrap up because, of course, we need to set up for the next stream and come back because it's Belgium, Portugal next. And what is going to go down in that game? I mean, whoever goes through, it won't be a surprise. It won't be a shock. It won't be an upset. But this one was. This one absolutely was. Massive shout out to everyone that joined us. I'm going to go and set up the next stream. We will be back in about 10-15 minutes' time with the main event of the evening, Belgium versus Portugal. Bye for now.